Hello, hello! How's everybody doing? Happy Monday! Oh my god, there's so many messages already. How's everybody doing? How's my mic volume, by the way? Thank you so much! Hey, Andrew! Hey, Skull Baby, thank you for the 3 months! Thank you! Hello, it's me, the baby, the Skull Baby. How's everyone? Love you? I'm doing good! I got a nice long nap today. After work. Oh my god, there's so many people. Hey Syrup, how are you doing? And Toozy, and Garbage Genesis, and Kiwi, and Stick. Oh my god, hello! And Alucard. Why didn't the sub notif show up? I don't know. I don't see it in my Stream Elements activity feed either. Did the payment go through? It doesn't look like it went through on my end.
Stay a while and listen.
That went through.
Mabel_X just resubscribed for 23 months.
23.
Happy 2 years, Lucid.
Oh my god. And you've been
LETSGOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOO
a while and listen.
Maybe it's delayed. That's weird. Yeah, definitely look into that. Make sure that, oh, wait, did it go through? Oh, yeah, there it went.
Fox just gifted 1
There it
subs.
went. Thank you, Tuesday. Hey, game guy. Oh my god, you guys are almost getting a hype train going. I just started. Oh my god.
Stay a while and listen.
What is happening? Neville, thank you for the 2 years, by the way. I mean, 23
Absolutely
months. You've been here
covered in
almost all
syrup,
2
just
years.
gifted 5 subs.
Thank you so much. And tier 2, Neville. Thank you. You're getting an updated tier 2 emote at some point soon too.
Stay a while and listen.
Skullbaby00 gifted just in the stream a subscription. Skullbaby00 gifted a tier 1 sub to just in the stream.
Thank you for the gift.
They have given 3 gift subs in the channel.
Oh my god, hold
Stay
on.
a while and listen.
Let me move OBS
Unlimited
over here so
Stick
I can
just
read.
resubscribed for 7 months. Someone say hype train?
Oh my god, hold on.
Stay a while and listen.
Hey Zane, I see you there.
Alucard_Nero
Howdy.
just resubscribed for 4 months.
Oh my god,
Happy
there's so much happening
Streamaversary.
right now.
Thanks for fostering a fun and loving community.
Oh, thank you. I mean, it's like that because you're all here.
Neville_X cheered X200.
You are the fun and
Hi.
loving community. Thank you. Oh my god, hold on. Let me go through the alerts. There's so many things happening at once.
Absolutely covered in syrup cheered X100. Pummeled the Lucid with love lol.
Thank you. Let's see. Oh my god. Skull Baby, thank you for the gifted sub to Justin. And Stick, thank you for the resub for 7 months. And Alucard, thank you for the 4 months. Oh my god.
Unlimited Stick cheered X100. Yay yay.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, Neville, thank you for the 200 biddies. And Syrup for the 100. And Stick for the 100. Oh my god. I think I got through all the alerts. Oh my god. Thank you so much. It's wild that it's been 2 years. It doesn't, I don't know. Time flies. Here, let me move OBS back over here.
Stay a while and listen.
What happened? Anonymous. Thank you. Thank you, Anonymous, for the gifted sub. Enjoy it, Memo.
Anonymous just gifted 1 subs.
Oh my god. I feel like Stream Elements is like barely keeping up. Oh my god. Thank you so much. I haven't even gotten over it. Oh my god, my throat. Let me get a sippy. Speaking of which, we have a new sippy emote. A new follower emote I made.
Moo.
Moo. We also have a new moo emote. Yeah, I'm working on overhauling, revamping all of our emotes, and including a bunch of new follower emotes. Oh my god. Kiwi! Thank you for the 300 bits. Oh my god.
Under_Ru cheered X500. Prepare for trouble. Make it double.
Make it
Lethal
double.
lucidity blasts off at the speed of light.
Oh my god. Wait, we're about to beat our hype train record?
X300. Take our love.
Wait. What? Wait, there was a 500-bit thing, wasn't there? Hold on. I feel like Stream Elements is not keeping up. Andrew! Andrew, thank you for the 500 bits. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh my god, y'all don't have to. Y'all are being so generous.
Stay a while and listen.
Neville! Thank you for the 5 gifteds! Oh my
Mabel
god!
_X just gifted 5 subs.
Busting, 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 busting. Thank you. Thank you for the 200 bits, Kiwi. Oh my god. Throw more things. Oh my god. And yeah, one of the other new emotes I made. We have a Jammies emote with the dream beam. I had to hand animate that. Oh my god.
Awesome, right?
Tempting the word ban thank, but I will
Of course you
refrain.
do.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my god. I'm overwhelmed. Oh my god. You all are being so sweet. Thank you so much. I keep saying the reason why we have a loving and awesome community is because of you, the community. That's why with the 2-year Streamaversary, I wanted to make sure to update things like emotes that y'all use. You know, a little bit of a treat for everyone.
Stay a while and listen.
Including the moo emote. So when y'all go moo, oh my god, what the fuck just happened? Syrup, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Oh my
Absolutely covered in syrup just
Thank
gifted
you.
5 subs.
Oh my god, congratulations to everyone who's gotten a gifted sub. I cannot possibly keep up with everything that's going on right now. The chaotic chaos, the love, oh my god. How have all of you been? Oh my god, because it's been a little bit. It's been a whole week. You brought us all together, so you've taken some of the credit for bringing together such a loving community. Aww. Okay, if y'all insist, I'll take a little bit of the credit. But in my mind, it's all you. In my mind, I just hang out and play video games. Oh my god! Yeah, congrats, Lady Vast. Oh my god! Thank you everybody for all the gifted subs and bits. I'm
Stay a
floored.
while and listen.
Yes! Oh my god! Thank you for the gift. Wait, Kiwi, thank you for the gifted sub to Garbage Genesis.
A Tikiwi
Thank
just
you.
gifted 1 subs.
Thank you, thank you. A bit busy at the moment. I lurk though. Enjoy your lurk. Absolutely. Oh my god. It's only been like 15 minutes. It's been such chaos already. Here, maybe I should... I'm working on like a showcase chart to show all of the new emotes. But for now... Let's see, which ones did we get? I made Sippy, Moo, the new Jammies, and I updated the Love and Cozy emotes. And I already have a few more on the way, but I didn't get to finish them in time. But they're almost done. Moo! Like, one of the new follower emotes I'm working on is a popcorn emote with a little dream being nomming on some popcorn. So I have a whole list I've got, and I'm working on them. So, I'm terrible with my like time management and stuff. So I know if I don't like release things as I finish them, they'll never get done. So instead of waiting until all of them were done at once, I decided once I finish like a bulk of them, I'm just gonna do that. So eventually, hopefully by the end of this month, we'll have like everything replaced. But I'm working on it. Food's here. Oh yeah, go get your food, Neville, and tell us what you got. No rush. The best things always take a little extra time. Yeah, it's tough too, cause like I'm doing all this myself too. Gotta pick someone up from the train. Ooh, I love trains. Have a good trip. Plush D's is cute. Yes! I wanted to make more emotes themed after the dream beams, and they're so cute. I'm really happy with how they turned out. Procrastinating and bad with time management, just like me. Kuro! Hey! Thank you for the raid! Welcome, raiders! Hey, Shicine! Hey, Cabal! Hey, Doodle!
Kuru5 rated my stream with 13
Hey,
viewers.
Raj. Oh my god. Thank you for giving the shout out, Cabal. Thank you, Aylin! Hey! How's everybody doing? Happy Monday! Bark, bark, bark. What were you playing? Let me see. You were playing... Oh, you were doing art! What kind of art stuff were you doing? Hey, Diz! Hope you all had a great night. Yeah, what kind of art were you working on? Welcome, Raiders! I'm Lucid, variety streaming vampire, if y'all don't know me. Today's my 2-year Streamaversary. Don't remember how I got here or why I follow, but I'm here now, so I guess I'll stay. Congrats on your 2 years of streaming. Thank you! And hello, hello! Oh, hold on, let me scroll back up. Do you prefer Cesar? Is that how it's pronounced? Cesar the writer? Hello, hello! Hi Lucid, how are you? I'm doing good! I'm rested, I'm excited. I have my water here. I've been having a pretty good day. I hope you all have been too. Drawing some funky requests. Some chibis. Oh, nice. That sounds cute. Happy 2 years. Thank you! Let's see. Now, how dare you gift me a sub? I shall use these emotes with next. 5 months? You've been around for 5 months. That's wild. Happy 2 years. Thank you, Doodle. Hey, Vulcan. I see you there. Yeah, congrats on the subs. Transcend 2 years of streaming. Thank you. It's so wild. Moo. It's so wild. It's been 2 years. Ah.
Want some rye?
Of course you do.
Of course you do.
Yeah, and the new sippy emote that I made, you could pretend that's rye if you want. I made it like an orangey color. You could be like, it's orange juice, it's rye, whatever you want. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Love this funky rye guy. Yeah, he's from a 90s point-and-click game called Return to Zork. And it became kind of a meme on this channel exactly a year ago. Because a year ago is when we played Return to Zork, which is so wild. I keep saying that. That's my word of the night. Oh, you don't even know what rye is? It's like a whiskey.
Unlimited
oh my god.
Stick Cheer Dex 100.
Thank you
I'm
for the
late
100
with it, but here's
biddies.
another for being a true hashtag young bro. Yoshka 1 younggasm 3 Yoshka 1 younggasm 3
Thank
Yoshka
you,
1
Stick.
younggasm 3
Thank you
Unlimi
so
30
much.
younggasm 2
And thank
Unlimi
you,
30
everybody, for the hype
younggasm 2
train.
Unlimi 30 younggasm 2.
Thank you for the hype train, everybody. Thank you. Y'all didn't have to. I hope you enjoy your hype emotes if you got any. Thank you so much. Hey, Fleet, how are you doing?
What happened?
A lot just happened in the past 20 minutes. A lot. Oh my god. How are all of you doing? Everyone's congratulating me. How are all of you? I took last week off, so I haven't heard from some of you in a while. You got a squirrel with some I love that one. I love the popcorn squirrel. Rye is a grain that can be turned into alcohol, including whiskey, moonshine, and other grain-based drinks. Yeah, they're all in like the same family. The same drink family. It's a good day so far. I'm glad. Got to level 6 hype train. Very good start to stream. Oh my god. Thank you. Good. Got Taco Bell and coffee. Oh my god. I almost got Taco Bell today. I ended up getting sushi instead, but I was so tempted to get Taco Bell. Exhausted but feeling better. I'm glad you're feeling better. Hope you can get some good rest though. Thanks for this. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't know what rye was either. The game, we had to look it up when we were playing the game. Brain is mildly scrambled, continue to live out of spite. Otherwise, I'm good. Yeah, I'm glad you're hanging in there. I'm sorry your brain's feeling scrambled. You can also make some good-ass bread with rye. Oh yeah, like rye bread, yeah. Wait, is rye bread made with, like, the drink rye? I've never thought about that. That's not what that means, right? No, it's made with the grain. Duh. Yeah, it's made with the grain. It took my brain a second. Like, right before Cabal said it, I was like, wait, it's the grain. It's the grain. Let's see, hope you got a ton of rest. Everyone should get good rest. I pushed stream an hour tonight because I wanted to get a little bit more rest. I wanted to get a little longer bit of a nap in because I stayed up late working on emote stuff. Made with rye grain. Yeah, double grained up. Also, God's rye bread is amazing. I actually don't eat rye very often. Basically, whenever like a family member gets rye and I'm visiting, that's when I usually have rye. Have a nice stream. Now I need sleep. It's 3 a.m. Yeah, go get some sleeps. Thank you so much for being here, though, and thank you. Happy 2-year anniversary. Thank you. Probably could make it with a drink, right? I mean, you make other foods with alcohol sometimes. You could, yeah, a double rye bread. That has to be a thing. Hear me out, rye bread, but instead of the grain. Yeah, like, why not both? What happened? Would it just make it, like boozy bread? Very grainy, boozy bread. Let's see. Yeah, sleep well, Karl. Thank you so much for the raid. Have a good rest of your night. Let's see. Probably not the alcohol would kill the yeast. Ah. See, this is why I'm not a baker. The booziest of breads. Boozy, bougie bread. Say that 5 times fast. Oh my god. Choose to believe in the boozy bread. Let's see. So yeah, tonight, I was thinking we would just chill, play a little Diablo 3. I've been in the mood to play recently, and I was watching someone play for the first time in like a long time. Where like, it was not their first time playing, but it had been a long time since they'd played. And man, watching even just the opening moments of the story, I'm like, oh, I need to rant about this. Make the rye bread with rye grain, then after it's baked, you soak it in the rye moonshine. That sounds so intriguing. Like, that has to have been a thing. Add the liquor rye after the bread is baked. Yeah, I mean, kind of like how you make tres leches cake, but like with alcohol. That sounds so cursed, though, in my head. Adding the rye after it's baked, that's an idea. Like a... Oh, yeah, like a rum cake. That's probably a better comparison, I guess. Let's see. You can always do some dippies with the rye bread into the drink. Excited to see it for the first... You've never seen Diablo 3? Just want to rant with how perfect the D3 story is, right? Yeah. I mean, if you've seen my playthroughs of 1 and 2, or heck, even if you saw my playthrough, well, not playthrough, but my when I played the D4 beta, I feel like it'll be really stark contrast when you see what 3 looks like. It is a very different game immediately. Making cakes often dunk that shit in rum until the rum is gone. Really? I'm learning about all these new cakes then. I didn't know about that. Alcard said, though, I suppose you could use the rye first, let the alcohol evaporate, then re-add the water and make it how people make sourdough. Oh. Interesting. Welcome back, Nebel! What food did you end up getting? Let me see. So I was wondering, we could watch a couple clips, because it's something people usually do, right? I'm terrible with planning things ahead. I feel like everyone knows this about me at this point. But I know one thing that a lot of people tend to do is they watch, like, old clips. So I have my clips of in order of, like, the ones that are most watched. So these are my most, Oh, hey, Lily! You. Me. How you doing, Lily? And Great Jumbo! Did someone say something about Jamaican rum cakes? Yeah, we were talking about rye, and then we were talking about rye bread. And then we were like, what if you made rye bread with, like, rye, like, the alcohol, and made it, like, double rye? And then that kind of just led down a rabbit hole. Us talking about food on my channel? What? No way. Let's see. Give us the clippies. Yeah, I was thinking we watched just a few of them. Just a few. Because I don't even remember some of these clips. Some of these... Some of these are some favorites of mine, like this first one. This is like one of my favorite clips right here. Let me see, let me pause that. Let's see. I have a bone to pick with you. You gifted me a sub. Yeah, congrats on the sub, King That Gross. And also, hey, I hope you're doing great. I hope everyone who's been joining in, if I haven't said hello, you can say hello again and I'll say hello to you. But I hope you're doing amazingly. Ah, flashbang. No bathing and... What? Oh! God, No One Lives Forever is such a good game. Trip on the banana? No, the banana! Go for the banana. Wait, he needs a minute. This game. Oops. Oh my god. No bathing in this game. Everyone needs to play No One Lives Forever if they can. I will help you. I will personally help you get that game running if you want to play it. Oh my god. Let's see. Let's all say hello again, chat. Hello. Hello, Lily. Speaking of rye, I went to a place that had an insane selection of whiskey and had a shot of rye. The bottle cost $400. Oh my god. I don't want the rye for that price. Want some rye? What's the price? Pierre the Mime King vibes. This game couldn't be more hilarious. The writing in No One Lives Forever is just so good. Here's another one from that game.
Want some rye?
Of course you do.
Of course you do.
Unless it's $400. Get banana. It's on my list actually because of you. Hell yeah, hell yeah. No One Lives Forever was fantastic streams. Yes. We still need to play... Oh, we still need to play the one that's not as good. What was it called? Something Jack? We'll get to that one eventually. Want some rye? Here's some debt. This rye costs 500 memories. That is true, but memories you don't... At least that's not, like, money. Let's see, here's another No One Lives Forever one. Alright. What? Bunnies! Yeah, like... What? The piece of paper on the ground. Basically was the explanation was they ran out of money for, like, dangerous animals, so they just used rabbits at the bottom of the trap. My heart jumped out of my chest when I fell down there. I was not expecting that. Let's see, at that price I'd rather buy $100 crappy rye and get much more drunk over a longer period. I don't understand spending that much money on booze. It's like, I'd rather get like a cheap $5 thing of like, what's that cheap wine at like Walmart? It's like Arbor Mist. I'll just get like a $5 thing of wine from like that, and that's like, I'm good. Try Jameson and ginger. What's that? Dangerously fuzzy. Barefoot. What about barefoot? Some Costco rye? Does Costco sell rye? I actually don't know. It's been so long since I've been to a Costco. Because yeah, I didn't really have a sign that it installed properly either.
Moo?
Every death in this game. Every death in this game was just flopping out a window and dying immediately. I didn't think I was taking fall damage from that. Gravity was absolutely the main villain of that game. Oh my god, my sides are hurting. I think there's a few other ones that do that. Oh god. Nocturne was such a fucking experience. God, it so was. At some point we need to play the Blair Witch games too, which I have no idea if they're gonna have fall damage like that, but oh my god. I hope it's not. I hope it's at least a little less janky. Just slightly. Like, even if it's like 5% less janky. Only watched like 20% of it max, but all 20% look painful. It was a fascinating experience. It's one of those games I probably would not recommend other people play. Like, I'll help you get it working if you really wanna. But kind of like Rule of Rose, it might be better watched than played. Unless you're like me and willing to put up with whatever. I have apparently the patience of a saint when it comes to that stuff. In fact, we beat Artorias earlier after he... This one hurts. My souls! I think I had like 60,000 souls or something up there. Gone. The pain. They've just... I got deleted. Just absolutely deleted. The disrespect. First bit I remember was the enemy dragging you off the map in the beginning. That's right. The game, that's right, Nocturne immediately broke. One of the enemies, like, dragged me off screen and then didn't come back. So I was just lost off screen. That's right. Look how long your hair grew, too. Yeah, I need to bring back my shorter hair, maybe for summer, or maybe a different short hairstyle. Maybe a ponytail? I don't know. I mean, my list of things I want to do. Well, I'll get there when I get there. New outfits will come when I finish them. Let's see. What were they thinking when they made those? Fuck the player. That's what they were thinking. Same thing with when they put like boulders like just slightly off screen so you don't see them when they're coming. Nocturne seems like the kind of game that's fun to watch, painful to play. Might prefer to just play any Souls game with no armor. It'd probably be easier. Hey, Prince Slime! Hello! Happy 2 years, thank you! I hope you're having a good evening. Heard Artorias and having Vietnam flashbacks hearing that name again. I love the Artorias fight, though. Do a side cut. Or a mullet. Honestly, my IRL hairstyle was almost borderline mullet. How does it go again? Like, business in the front, party in the back is how it goes? That's the phrase. Surprise heavy rocks, unless you're Chris Redfield, those are terrifying. Yeah, no boulder punching in Dark Souls, no. That'd be a very different game. This man knows what I'm talking about. Hold on, oh god, this one's an ooh-woo one. It's been a while since I got rid of that redeem. Oh, but this,
so
I remember what happens
breathe
with this
when you're
one.
laughing so much.
It's the twist at the end.
Oh my god.
God, that enemy is so cool.
I can't even
Haven't lived
look
until
where
you've
I'm
punched a
going.
boulder into lava. God, I haven't lived yet. And I'm already undead.
Walks into job interview like, hello, give 12, please. I forgot the wing.
I forgot to put on the fucking ring.
I forgot the wing. The wing. The wing.
Just leaped into my death. Oh my god. I forgot the wing. Oh my god. There were so many funny deaths in Dark Souls. Happy 2 years, Lucid. That's awesome. Thank you, Fleet. Wing. Same temple. I'm just a hop, skip, and a jump away from 6 digits. How many points do some of y'all have? I'm curious. You see the wing and you die in 7 days. You weeped your dwell. 91k. 107. Man, we got some point dragons here. 178. 128. Holy moly. No wonder I need to be terrified of the IRL word ban redeems. Oh god. Ara ara. There you go, Kabal. Thought my 19k was a lot. I mean, holy moly. I didn't realize we had people pouring that many points. 18k, I spent so many. Thought 8.8 was a lot, but I ain't even close. God, I feel like I need to step up. Oh my god. There's so many. Hold on, what's the next one? Oh god. Another Dark Souls one. This one's a classic.
Again, conceptually, Bed of Chaos is pretty cool.
Famous last words. Just instantly killed me.
I hate this boss!
Fuck Bed of Chaos. So much. Fucking Bed of Chaos. Dropped my ass in the cavern as soon as the cutscene was over. That's fucked up. That shouldn't be a thing.
I hate this boss!
I think it didn't spawn me anywhere. This was after the cutscene where I broke one of the chains, and I guess the floor underneath me decided to drop right as the cutscene ended, and it just killed me. Because this boss sucks. His Bed of Chaos is torture. Oh my god. That's like a hashtag certified Bed of Chaos moment right there. Oh my god. Oh. This one I see this one in like clip shoutouts a lot. This is an oldie. Look at my old model. Look at that. That's when I first rigged my model. My first iteration of my first model. Oh my god.
Oh dude, your leg.
That's a 2-year-old model now.
Rip. Well, here, let's take care of that other one at least and even it out.
Let me just even it out.
I don't need to research
Casually.
my stasis. So, when I was a teenager...
Aw, that sucks, buddy. Here, let me even in that out. Boomer Lucid, no! That's what I call my bed, the bed of chaos. No one's sleeping there. Not looking forward to the Twitchers in the remake. Oh god. He was cradling him leg. Perfectly balanced. Lucid's not allowed to treat my wounds. Hey, he was already dead. I was just evening things out after the fact. I had nothing to do with that. Him whole leg. Oh man, I'm excited for Devil May Cry 3 at some point too.
Does this even hit me when it comes down? Hold on. It does!
Smack! Just bonks him on the head. He was hungry, okay. What, for leg? Want to play DMC3 so much? I want to play it! Oh, should I play this one? The audio in this one's so sus. This one part of Max Payne with the TV.
Some directions. This is my first time in the city.
What the hell?
Oh, sir. Guess everything
This
is bigger
fucking
here.
TV scene.
Oh, can I try it? Oh, I can't help myself.
Just staring.
What the hell are these guys watching?
Oh, yes. Oh, give it to me. Oh, give it
So
to me.
funny.
It's just a mouth.
Oh, yes, give it to me. Oh,
What happened?
At least it distracted them.
Could you give a small town
Timing
girl
of when I
some
shoot the TV. Man, Max Payne and Max Payne 2 were so good. Oh my god. I found 2 12-packs of cheap beer stamped best before December 2021? That's some old beer, holy shit. How long have they had that in the back? I'm shocked that clip hasn't gotten you in trouble. Me too. I'm surprised. Maybe because there's literally nothing happening in it aside from a pair of lips on the... Just some lips on a TV. Didn't even let them watch the ending. Tisk, tisk. Nope. Nope. Didn't even get to... Nope. Oh, here's old Bat model.
100% off.
This is
friends.
the
Show
my
them
Bat
the
model 2 years ago. Oh my god.
new Taco and Baja Blast. Oh, yes.
Oh man,
Oh,
playing
I want Taco
Quake.
Bell.
That's another game I
Love me
still
some
love.
Baja Blast.
It's so
Taco
quiet
Bell.
though. My audio mixing was all over the place.
I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
I'm at the Pizza Hut. I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. Quake Master of Disaster. Yes, Baja Blast. Again, I was so tempted to get Taco Bell even today. Let's see. Remember playing Manhunt when I was a kid and I was like all fucked up and gross, but nothing horny. Until I get to the porno theater part. I still haven't played Manhunt, so out of context, I'm like, what? Of course, my mom walks in only part with their smacks. Oh no! Oh no, that's so unfortunate. Far too long. It's premium teen and college drinking stuff. Because everyone that gets in trouble actually did something wrong. It was just part of the game. It's fine. I've seen worse. I've seen worse from games. Oh, a classic bug clip, I think.
Oh, hello. Goodbye.
Excuse? I think there's 2 clips from Evil Within where something weird happened with a ladder. April 2021. This one might be my oldest clip. This might be like the oldest clip of my channel because I was still a PNG. I was still a PNG tuber.
Hello. Sir.
Oh my god. I wasn't even moving. I didn't even have ears.
Hello.
Look, I didn't have ears back then. PNG me. It's so old now. God, it is wild. 2 years ago. Who made that clip? Pinkberry! My friend Pink. God, that's so long ago. The old overlay, still makes me feel nostalgic. From the Good Noodles days, that's why it's got the Good Noodle logo. Birdman just wanted a hug, a very sharp, dangerous hug, yes. When he hears, how did you hear? Very carefully. Let's see. Let's see. I think we are probably good to start the game. Okay, one more because it's Dark Souls 2. And it's a cool clip from when I was fighting Fume Knight. I love this fight because it's so... You'll see. The way the music cuts out is what gets me every time. And it just drops.
It never gets old.
It never gets old. It's still funny. Let's see if I can do this. It's still funny. It's still fucking funny. Gravity's the true equalizer. It's true. God, just look at Nocturne. Just look at Nocturne. Alright. I think we're ready for some gaming. We're ready for some gaming. The smug on my face. It was hard not to immediately start laughing, knowing what was coming up. Diablo Heretic theme on overlay. Yeah, I had my original overlay was based on the Diablo 2 UI. Because even back then, I was very unapologetic and very honest about my love for this series. Even then. The look you gave, chat. Wish gravity aided me more often than it murders me. Are we ever truly ready for Diablo 3? No, you're not ready. Especially... Oh, hold on. We're making a new character. Non-seasonal, though, because with the altar... I want to try and make this as, like, vanilla an experience as I can. So no seasonal characters, because my altar would be giving me a bunch of buffs that I normally would not have. I'm also gonna try and stick to normal difficulty, but once I start one-shotting everything, which with this game is inevitable once you get too powerful, we'll bump up the difficulty as we go. Because this game is bonkers. Let's see, was it based on Diablo 1 or Diablo 2? 2! That was what I was specifically looking at, yeah. Let's see, I played this at the start. Let me see how things are now. It is a very different game. But we're gonna be playing the campaign, so it might be it might be deceptive if you remember it, because the campaign never changed. But the underlying systems, like loot systems and stuff, have changed significantly. Like, once Loot 2.0 came in, it basically was a different game. So remember the clip I made of you not long ago where you opined a muscular demon in Diablo 2 and then nod your head with a yeah? Yeah. Kind of curious how I'll feel about it for someone that doesn't give a shit about Diablo. It'll be interesting, I think. Altar makes multiple new characters super easy to build. Oh yeah, it makes leveling a new character super easy. But for our purposes, that would be a no-no. Pinnacle of storytelling is always Diablo 3, the best story there is. Clearly nothing superior. There's no faults. If anyone remembers if y'all remember the playthroughs for 1 and 2, you're gonna immediately notice the change, I think. Oh, I need to pick a name. Any name suggestions for our necromancer? Let's see. Diablo 3 is still good for some brainless ARPG fun. I maintain that Diablo 3 in its current state right now is very fun. You cannot patch a good story into this game, though. Reaper of Souls is, like, okay. Bone mommy. Auto mana. But you don't use mana as a necromancer in this game. You use essence. Oh, thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. Bone. I don't know if it'll let me do... Oh my god, it did. I didn't think it would let that go through. Alright, fuck it. This is our name now. I didn't think it would go through. Confirmed, we're in. Hacker voice, I'm in. So one thing, when I checked, if I wanted to play the original cinematic, I have to go here. So we're gonna watch the original opening cinematic for this game, and then we'll jump in. Like, look, I haven't even... It's been so long, it reset my cinematic progress since I played through the whole campaign, like, without going to adventure mode. that I don't even have these unlocked anymore. That's crazy. The story of Bone Mommy begins. Oh, stretch real quick. Welcome back, Toozy. Welcome back. Big stretch. Ready to absorb. Moo. Alright, let me make sure this is loud enough. Alright. Ready for cinematic time? Cutscene time? Diablo 3 has a story? Yes, it's something. It's a thing. Whenever I run into, like, lore books and stuff, I'll make sure to stop and read them. Hold on, real quick. I just have to show how insane this is. This is what I had to turn the effects volume to, just to make the music audible. Like, you cannot hear the music or the ambient anything over the sound effects and the combat in this game. It is mixed so weirdly. And my volume mixer, too. Like, normally... Here, normally I have everything, like, super low. I had to turn it up, like, up to 15 or 16 here for it to be audible, too. Like, normally I leave games at, like, 9 or 10. This game is mixed so weirdly, and I don't know why. Why? Like, why was that a thing? I don't know. But I think this is gonna be ideal for being able to actually hear characters and music. I don't care, I will stand for this game. Hey, Hot Rod! Bomb blast into the star. Look, the ear-blaringly loud music is part of the experience, so you can't hear the story. Well, this is the thing, it's like, in the first 2 games, the music and the, like, ambience were, like, a huge part of the atmosphere and experience. And in this game, there's such an afterthought that you literally have to turn everything else down so low to hear them. It's weird. Because Blizzard's a small indie company. It's just, I don't know, I guess they had someone mixing the volume that just didn't care about the music, which is bizarre. But, alright. Movie time! Movie time. And of course, Blizzard cutscenes are always good. I mean, there's no question about that.
And
at least visually.
Of days, the first sign shall appear in the heavens.
Go get your popcorn.
Justice shall fall upon the world of men.
I also think this cutscene is very spoilery.
Light and shadow will clash across the fields of eternity.
It's already a drastically different tone from the first 2 games. The spoiler dream.
Leah, are you alright?
It's
my girl?
Deckard!
Uncle. Just
It's the lad.
bad dream. We should be getting you home.
But there's still work to be done. If these translations are correct,
The cinematics are always so pretty.
powers of hell could already be on the move. The world must be told of the coming darkness.
Oh yeah, performance from Deckard is so
You
good.
believe me, don't you, Leah? It has begun.
Leave it, Uncle! It's not important!
Also, easy on the spoilers in chat. I know it's an old game at this... God, this game is fucking old at this point. But yeah, little mild on the spoilers. They're going for an epic atmosphere rather than an eerie, unsettling one. Yeah. Immediately the 2012. Yeah, it was like 2011, 2012. God, it's almost exactly a decade. That's wild. It's been over a decade. That's crazy. But yeah, you can immediately tell that the tone is not one of like horror and atmosphere so much as it's a power fantasy. This game, it ultimately ends up being a power fantasy. It's not really so much like a top-down, almost borderline survival horror experience like the first two games. Until they like hit endgame. These games immediately try to launch you into like a power fantasy. 1 decade later. God, over 10 years. But yeah, the Cain thing did piss off a lot of people, but we'll get to that. My first thing I want to point out is that Leah immediately doesn't believe Cain about the prophecy, and it's like, even according to the book, she's been traveling with him since she was a kid. Like, they've been traveling together, like, looking at, like, doing research and stuff, and she still doesn't believe him? I have a lot of issues with Leah's character, but I do like her design. I saw, someone said she was pretty. Yeah, Alucard, like her hair. Yeah, I like her design. I think she's a really pretty character. But oh my god, I have so many issues with the writing for her. Trying to look up game dates for games I grew up with. All it does is just make you feel old, right? He is a bitch. Little shit. We'll get there. We'll let everyone see. Blizzard is a weak writing team. It depends entirely on who's writing, because they have some good writers. Some. But they also have some meh ones. Why do teenagers rebel against their Christian parents? Well, I think Leah's actually, like, in her 20s in this game. So she's not exactly a teenager, but god, she definitely has those vibes. Why is this late 2000s game early 2010s continuation of 80s, 90s atmospheric horror games changed to power fantasies? I don't know. I think because the people making those like, continuations only remember how they felt at the end of their experience with those games. So they remember, like, the end game of Diablo 2 and feeling, like, super powerful. And, like, mowing down enemies with a single click. And they're like, yeah, that's the game I remember. And then that's what, like, they focused on. But it's totally inaccurate, of course. It's probably what it is. Yeah, power fantasy sell well. Horror, I mean, horror in general is pretty niche of a genre. But yeah, I think ultimately it was that the original team wasn't working on this game. Like, Blizzard North had a Diablo 3 they were working on. And then they got shut down before they finished, and then the, like, leftover scraps of what they were working on got retooled into this game. And not even this game. Like, Reaper of Souls is a completely different game, basically, than launch. We're still technically not playing the game that we started, but the game that launched. We never can again, I don't think, unless it's like unless we go on like a private server. Yeah, Reaper of Souls was an expansion pack. But it also came with a huge patch that introduced Loot 2.0, even if you didn't get the expansion. Act 1.
All that grows must also wither and die. What dies and rots will then nourish the living. This is the great cycle of being, and we, the priests of Rathma, use our dark art to protect it. Though most do not understand us, we go where we are needed. My master has learned that a star fell in the west, drawing the dead from their graves. He commands me to journey to Tristram and return them to their rest. For if the cycle is not upheld, it would mean the end of all things.
These cutscenes have no right being this pretty. They're always so pretty. Even if, like, the game itself is like, meh at any point, the cutscene... Oh my god. Okay, I can't touch those. Let's not. This would be so unfair. I'm not gonna use my
I am
Paragon.
near the
I'm not
fallen
gonna use
star.
Paragon points.
And the dead it raised.
So immediately, like, just color-wise, it's so much brighter already in the first scene than, like, a lot of the original games. Like, there's blood, yeah, but the tone is just... There's something that's not right. Totally forgot there were class-specific intros. Yeah, all of the cutscenes, if you go into if you go into the menu under cinematics, you can even choose what class and what gender for that class to see the specific cutscene for it. It's kind of neat. Sound balance is shit, though. Yes. Like, this is with... Like, is the music audible? Because I can adjust further again to try and make it more audible. Let's see. Diablo movie when Blizzard just animated. I'll love it. There is one animated short that they did as a lead up into Diablo 3, and it is a gorgeous animation. Let's see. Hey Hickory dude, it's Halloween time to get spooky, something like that. Yeah. Let's see. This is one of my favorite things. The cutscenes are from the character's POV. Yeah, it gives you... There's a lot of characterization for your player character in this game, which is good. Not all of the writing is great, which is not as good. But the Necromancer I'm playing is from a later expansion, or, like, sort of expansion. Content pack or whatever. So some of the writing is a little more recent for, like, the Necromancer, but... Like, it's more, like, oh, like, if you play Monk, I find Monk infinitely more cringe writing-wise. Just because I don't know, the way it doesn't mix well, dialogue-wise. Like, the dialogue between the monk and, like, the enchantress feels like a different game half the time. It's from a DLC buzzword. Oh, and I'm saying that as someone who loves playing the monk. Let's see, Register is more of a cartoon than D1 or D2. Yeah, a lot of people compared it to, like, a World of Warcraft art style, and I don't think they're wrong about that. Monk voice actor's excellent, but yeah, the writing falls short. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the voice performances for most of the characters are actually really good. But yeah, the writing... You'll see. Also, look how... This is normal difficulty. Maybe let's bump it up a little bit. Immediately. See, now it takes 2 hits to kill them. The power creep in this game is gonna be shocking. Improvement. Yeah, there is a decent amount of gore splatter.
I have come to aid these lands. Where is the fallen star?
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming.
Oh
We can't open
no.
the gates until we drive them back.
Tristram theme is probably my favorite theme that I keep going back to. Haunting gives the feeling of you're safe for now. Yeah, and the Tristram theme here is
My power has grown.
A little remixed.
I've
we
never
go.
seen anyone fight like that before.
Like, there's
Guards,
more
open the
violins and
gates.
stuff.
You'll find Leah at the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
Like, more of an orchestral score in general. Because, like, the first 2 games are more of like a... kind of like a folky prog rock. And Diablo 3 is more of like... Like, it still has a little bit of that, but a lot more orchestral, like, violins and things like that. Let's see. I, the mighty necromancer, Bone Mommy, come to aid these lads.
Save us now. It is the end of the world. Can't you see that?
Death may be upon us all soon, but I shall do what I can to ease your pain.
Diablo music really slaps. Oh god, I love well, typically I love the sound design in these games. I think...
Found some interesting things on my latest dig.
Comparing 1 and 2 to 3, though, oh, it's tough. Because there are a lot of things I like about 3's sound design and music, but it almost feels unfair to compare, you know? God, do I still have my... Well, these are gonna be useless to me. There's Leah.
Are you Leah? Did you survive the fallen star?
I did. But it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but... Watch out! The wounded are turning!
Done.
This is killing business.
It's killing business. Can't wait until Bowman says it's boning time and then bones up and bones all over the bad guys. Yeah, but highest tier gems might provide slight advantages. Oh, I'm trying not to use all the OP shit I have in my stash because it would absolutely make this game too much of a cakewalk than it is already going to be.
The dead will overwhelm us all unless something is done.
Yes, that is why I am here.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
And then I would always miss this book the first time around, but...
We've been under siege for 6 days now. Uncle Deckard is still missing. Captain Rumford and the others are losing hope. I tell them not to lose faith, but if help doesn't arrive soon...
I'm glad you added already. Yes. D3 is just a little easy. It's... I said at the beginning, the way we're gonna have to handle the difficulty, and the way you kind of have to with this game, as you get more powerful, the enemies are gonna stay about the same strength. So if as you get more powerful, everything gets easier constantly. So the only way to offset that and make this game even remotely challenging is to constantly change your difficulty as you start one-shotting things. So if I start, like, instantly killing everything, like, with, like, little effort, I gotta exit the game and raise difficulty. This game was built on going up higher difficulties? Yes, after the initial release. Because the initial release was like the old games, where you have, like, the main difficulties, and as you complete them, you unlock the next one. But once Reaper of Souls came out, I mean, the old difficulties in this game were so broken already that they had to change the system. So now there's a torment levels, where you basically just choose how difficult you want the game to be at whenever you want, which is a better alternative for this game specifically because the numbers are so wild. Like, you have the first 2 games where you're doing like tens, maybe hundreds of damage. You're doing billions in this game. It is ridiculous. It is bonkers. Jump straight to Torment 16, no regrets? You can't, actually. It literally won't let you. I think it lets you go up to like maybe 4 without going up in greater rifts first. That's interesting. I've only played when Reaper's Souls already came out. Yeah, when it first came out, there was only normal, nightmare, hell, and inferno. Inferno being the like end game difficulty. But the loot system was so broken, it was just a gear check. You just basically had to get funneled to the auction house to get any decent gear, because loot was not dropping. Like, anything decent, at least. Anything that would drop, I remember, at the max level, would drop like 5 to 10 levels below where you were. So you were not getting like anything useful. Billions who made this Dr. Evil. Game on release hated melee characters so much. God. The way enemies would spam abilities like Plague and stuff, God, it was impossible to play a melee character without dying immediately in Inferno. Thousands of trillions of damage, even. Slightly concerned that D4 scales the enemy level alongside you because of my experience with D3, but it looks way better balanced than D3 was. Yeah, I did kind of have that fear a little bit. I worried that maybe it would have like an Oblivion effect, where no matter how strong you get, you never feel significantly stronger. But I almost prefer that over the way D3 handles it, where if you don't change your difficulty, you just wreck the entire game. The auction house, that was a thing. It certainly was.
For many years, villagers were too afraid to settle near the ruins of the cursed town Tristram.
I wonder why.
But as time went by, adventurers arrived to loot the old cathedral, and their business was profitable enough that new Tristram sprang up to accommodate them. Fewer travelers visit now, though, and the town is mostly populated by craftsmen and farmers.
I see. I do like the little lore bits and tidbits that we get. I complain a lot about the writing. I think the lore writing, like, for, like, the journals and stuff, is a little better than, like, the dialogue, like, spoken dialogue. I don't know why. Maybe they had different writing teams. let's see. I was wondering if you were able to play any more of Diablo 4 beta. If so, what's your opinion on it? I did play more of the... I played... I no-lifed it during those 2 weekends, and I'm pretty optimistic about it. If the end game is anywhere close to being as great as the Act 1 of that game, I'm excited. Already, even the story is, like, so interesting in Act 1. And you'll see in this game, even by Act 1, the story immediately kind of goes off the rails. You'll see. Let's see, I hit a hard wall in Vanilla D3. Act 2 Inferno was basically impossible. God, the frickin' mosquito poison bee. I fucking hated those. I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel that memory in my bones. The lore is great, the dialogue is poo-poo. Hey, Morgan, so... Yes, that is accurate. That is accurate to what I think, as well. Perhaps they had the lore done before it was shut down, the team switched? Maybe. I think they must have had different writing teams, I think is what happened. Because I don't think they kept much of what Blizzard North had worked on.
I will bring peace to the risen dead.
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
I have experience in these matters.
I have experience killing things.
Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
They're attacking the barricades!
Oh no!
There! That's
Dead.
one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
Everyone's so panicked, I'm just like, whoosh, dead. This is why I'm here, right? Didn't visit the transmog lady. She has booba. She's not available yet, actually. I'm pretty sure at this point in the game... Here, I can show you. The campaign for Diablo 3 is also extremely linear. Which I guess most of the other... I guess the other 2 games were technically linear as well. But 3 definitely feels like it, like, funnels you a lot more. Like, see? We can't get to transmog lady. They physically block you from going this way yet. Let's see, she shows up in the expansion. Yeah, she's there by default now. Well, sort of. I don't know if she unlocks yet in the campaign. I guess we'll find out when we eventually get her. How horrible. Mean to them you're an adventurer and everyone else is a common citizen. Yeah, I guess. It doesn't help that we're... Well, I guess that's spoilers, but... Well, you'll see. We don't even fit into this world at this point. I would love to see Lucy's view on Path of Exile. She hasn't already played it. I've tried, and I keep bouncing off of it, despite trying. I just can't get into Path of Exile, and I don't know why. Like, the lore, the story, nothing, like, pulls me in. And the atmosphere is... I don't know. It doesn't hit the way I would want, like, a... I don't know. It's one of those things where I question if I like ARPGs as a genre or just really like Diablo as, like, a world to be in. Because there's very few ARPGs that I have played. Like, there's Diablo.
These creatures
I tried Torchlight.
Their nest must be close.
I bounced off a Torchlight as well, though. Gorathra. Let's see. Too used to adventure mode, I forgot how the campaign functioned. Same.
They're out of the way now.
It's been actual years since I've played through the entire campaign without, like, jumping over to adventure mode at some point. Boop. Yeah, loot as well. It's pretty straightforward, even more so than, like, the first 2 games. If numbers are green, damage go up. Item good. If numbers go red, item bad. And then you get to legendaries, and then things start to matter. Which is terrible. Basically anything pre-legendary items is like, just padding your numbers. Let's see, when I tried Path of Exile, my internet was so bad at the time where I couldn't play with friends.
Moo.
Moo. Yeah, Path of Exile might be a game better played with friends, I guess. Path of Exile is fine, but you need a lot of time to really learn how to play it. The skill gems and monster... God, the talent tree! I watched Zentria play a little bit of Path of Exile. Her reaction when she saw the skill tree, she got up and walked away, and I'm like, yep, that's accurate. That is exactly how I felt when I first saw that shit. It's like, I felt that so much. Just immediately look at the passive skill tree. Nope. Walk away. It's overwhelming. Talent tree was one of the things that first drew me in. Like, I love the idea of a massive skill tree, but jeez, it is so unfriendly to first-time players. It's so intimidating. And I love how the advice from, like, seasoned players is usually to, like, just follow a straight-up guide, or just pick a corner and work your way toward there and just cross your fingers. Like, yes, that's great. That's a great way to get someone to invest in this kind of gameplay. Is with spreadsheets. Yeah. Path of Exile is your favorite game? Best if you have someone to help you through the monster learning curve. Yeah. Which is like the opposite of like a Diablo game where I feel like they're really easy to jump into as a solo player. To just vibe and hang out in the world. Path of Exile feels more serious business.
The king's gone mad. Executing anyone his paranoid eye falls on. None of us are safe.
Accountants love Path of Exile. Yeah, no, accountants go to EVE Online. That's the true spreadsheet, the game. Gonna be lurking because I gotta get some stuff done. Okie dokie, Noble. Enjoy your lurk.
That foe will die.
And boom. Look at all the rats! Rat friends. Scatter rat friends. Let's see, do I got... It's the exact same pants! It's the exact same pants! Incredible. Let's see. Spaceship Spreadsheet Simulator. That game is a full-time job. From what I've heard, yes. I've heard you can sell ships for basically a full-time job's amount of money, too. PoE is unfriendly to new players, which does drive people away, but it does leave a hardcore fan base, yes. Like, I'm not sure if, like, Path of Exile players are gonna want to switch over to Diablo 4. I think that they're different audiences at this point. Hoping Diablo 4 is the halfway point between D2 and Path of Exile in complexity, but the beta makes me think it's gonna be between... Yeah, it's more between D2 and D3 than it is Path of Exile. With, like, a few of the, like, multiplayer features from games like Path of Exile or Destiny. Which I'm cool with. I'm fine with that. Those pants were on a corpse. Aw, you're right. They got different vibes.
Essence.
You're right. The pants have different vibes because of that. Spent way too many hours learning EVE. It's punishing but very unique. I've never really gotten in... I've never gotten into one of those, like, really, like, time-investee space games. Oh. I should show the, like, hidden areas and stuff after we finish the campaign, I guess. Because I do technically have a staff of herding to get us into Whimsyshire. Or is it Whimsydale? Which is the one that's... There's one that's in a portal and there's one that's here. I forget which one is which. I think this is Whimsyshire. Yeah, that's Shire. Oh, sweet, we got corpse explosion. Oh! Now everything will extra die really fast.
The night embraces you.
Kaboom! Whimsyshire... Whimsyshire Dale Burgington. Yes. That's exactly. Let's play both D4 and Path of Exile. Maybe keep playing D2 as well. It's interesting because they're all, like, slightly different in, like, their design philosophies at this point. Let's see. It's like Pathfinder versus D&D. They may have started out similar, but they have very different player bases now. Yeah, that is a good comparison, actually. They're very different experiences. Just like, I think the player bases between 2 and 3 are also kind of vastly different, which is why I see why 4 is going to try and bridge that gap. Because it's kind of a little like both. Corpse explosion? Like a bad action movie? And it's not like a OG corpse explosion from 2 either, where you can only detonate like 1 corpse at a time. Here it's like a circle, so we detonate like a pile of corpses. It's so OP. Let's see, I like complex things. Old school monster hunters were notorious about it, but I did have to look up the tutorial and to really figure out before knowing what I was doing. Like, D2 has that, I think, in, like, the rune words. I think, unless you, like, play the game religiously enough to know, like, all the rune word stuff, you're gonna look that up. Like, you're gonna have, like a
Not enough essence.
Like a rune word Bible or something next to you while you play. Like, that's not the kind of thing— I still don't know how people figured those before the internet. Oh, thank you for the care package. Hey, Trey! Oh, big stretch. Oh god, everything cracked. Everything popped. What do you think about the removing players allocating stats points at each level on D3, and how does D4 bring them back, or is it gone? So, with D3, stats basically— your base stats don't really matter. The game's gonna allocate those in general. Anything you pick up, just as long as it matches what your class is. So if you're a necromancer, just pick up anything with intelligence. It's kind of a useless system, I will say. I think removing player agency with these point allocations and removing, like, a majority of their utility beyond, like, vitality increasing your health and things like that, I think made the game overly simple. Diablo 4 is mostly the same until, from what I've heard, until you hit the Paragon levels. And then some of the Paragon points will add to your stats. So, like, some of them are, like, base, like, do +5 to intelligence and things like that. Which tells me that there's gonna be a little bit more agency with stat allocation in the endgame. As for how that'll work out, I mean, that remains to be seen. I'll have to play around with that when I get there. So you're gonna have not enough essence. Oh yeah, we're gonna hear that a lot. A lot of
Tristram. Diablo once walked these lands.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of, no, I cannot do that. Not enough essence. Hey, Beef Ball! You must construct additional pylons of Diablo. Let's see, having a glass of wine before bed, wanted to pop in and say hi. Hi! I hope you're enjoying your evening. Dang it, Lucid, I just realized the name should have suggested you. Not enough essence. Oh my god, I'm keeping that in mind.
Essence.
I need it. I'm keeping that in mind for a future character. Let's see. So yeah, around here, if it were January, there would be a portal here into the Darkening of Tristram event. But only during January, which is the Diablo's birthday. In mine. But yeah, you can see the old Tristram. Here's the fountain. Here's where Farnham would have been back here. Yeah, and during the Darkening of Tristram, when you're in a different version of this map, that's like in the past, you can actually find everyone's corpses too. Which is extra sad. Love the little dance you do as you summon the spikes repeatedly. Oh, me too! Jamming out. It's funny because the Necromancer doesn't have a dancing animation. Where the other classes do. That's one thing. I'm sure we're gonna get, like, dance emotes, but we do have, in this game...
The priests of Rathma do not caper.
The Necromancer's dance is that she refuses to dance, and she just stands there and, like... and shakes her head disappointingly. Like, that you would try to make me dance. Meh. It's so funny, though. She's too cool to dance. Oh, I love the little jammies emote. I love that emote so much. This is where Griswold would have been. R.I.P. in peace.
There's chaos everywhere, and word in town is that Lachdannen killed the king. If only this is true, perhaps our days and nights of living in terror are behind us now.
We remember all that stuff with Lachdannen from the first game, don't we? This game's gonna retcon a lot of the first game.
Game over, man! It's game over!
Not yet. My The game's not over yet. Grumpy necromancer. Yeah, it's tsundere necromancer. Refuses to dance unless she's doing a murder. Kinda want Diablo 4, but it's always online. I have to put up with other players. Gross. I'm sure they'll...
Want some rye?
Of course you do.
Of course you do.
Was seeing this cute boy in Discord? Yeah, the moo emote. I love a little moo. The little cow dream bean. It's hard to see in the small version, but in the bigger version, I have it as a sticker on Discord now, too. You can see that little spots on them are clouds. Because they're like a dreamlike little moo bean. About that clean Leoric lineage. Oh, we'll get there. Oh, we'll get there all right.
Thank you for your help. But could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
Interesting. If he lives, his knowledge could prove useful. My master would take pride in this.
It's like, she still cares about her uncle? Jeez, what a bother. But I guess he might have information on him. Retcons in D3 say it is so. Say it ain't so. Ooh, okay. Number go green, I equip item.
I will help you find your uncle, Leah.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
Oh boy. Adria. Oh, I had an idea. So, Adria's, performance in this game is, like, not even anywhere close to her one from the first game. Her, I sense a soul in search of answers. Yeah, she has a normal voice now. I was wondering if I should reread her dialogue in her actual voice. But that might be too much.
Adria was
in my head,
mother,
though.
but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
Did you know your father?
Exposition time.
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons.
See, immediately they're like, oh, companions following you? Time to dump their entire backstory on you. Except this is, like, super important right there. And it also just comes out of nowhere. It's so awkward. Again, the writing is just so weird. You see, she de-aged in this one by like 40 years. God. Again, it's just not even the same character. It's like the same character. It's like a different character with the same name and sort of similar backstory.
Follow me.
Let's see, they're assuming the uncle is alive. I thought he got swallowed into the earth in a fiery hole. Nah, he's fine. Somehow. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't the necromancers don't care if people die if they find them alive? It's a pleasant surprise to them? I mean, they care if people die. I mean, it's just not an inconvenience if someone they need is dead. Because then they can just resurrect them for information. But they still care. Adria the Second. Played enough mediocre RPGs that companions trauma dumping doesn't bother me anymore. Yeah, but it happens so suddenly and out of nowhere with Leah. Like, we're just walking down the street and she's like, by the way, here's how I was raised. And here's the rumors about my mother. Like, okay. Nice to meet you too. We've known each other for like a few hours.
Dark magic lingers here.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it.
Leah doesn't believe a lot of things that are right under her nose, is another thing that's really annoying about her.
Captain Dalton!
Dead. Let's see. Technically, I think what I've got is a little better because of the experience game. It's like a Tuesday for Deckard. He's been through a lot.
Stay a while and listen.
Triumphorks just gifted 5 subs.
Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Congrats Adrift and Chat Mike and Aolin and Cyber Shinobi and Cabal. Enjoy the subbies. Thank you, Troy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's see. Hey, I know we just met, but my dad and mom are both dead. Let's find my uncle. I must divulge my deepest traumas. Surely this necromancer shall have empathy to give me. Aw, snap! There's Cyber Shinobi! Congrats on the gifted sub! Burst through the wall with burgers and wings and pizza. Oh my god. What a gift. Thank you. Stay a while and listen. Thank you so much, Try. Hope you're doing well, Cyber Shinobi.
Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
Leave that to me. You'd best stay and learn what you can.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
No, game, that's not accurate. It should be Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best as I could. Inaccurate game. That's not what Adria should sound like. Yes, and yeah, that's when we first get our first retcon. That the warrior from the first game, his name was named Aiden. That's our first retcon. Oh boy. Clap, clap, clap. Let's see, mad with power. Mad with power. Let's see. First. Actually, probably second if you count her voice.
For a long time, Uncle Deckard avoided coming back to this place. There were a lot of ghosts here for him. This is where Diablo drove old King Leoric mad and terrorized the people. I don't know what really happened here, but whatever it was horrible. Nearly everyone who survived went mad.
For someone that supposedly respects Deckard a whole bunch, she doesn't believe him about anything. Like, she doesn't believe him about angels and demons, despite there being literal walking dead wandering around outside. Like, she doesn't believe him about what happened to Tristram, despite him living through it. Like, what the fuck? She's just going through a phase? She's literally, like, grown up with him since, like, a teenager. Like, I have the book where that happens. Like, she has no excuse. It's just weird. Let's see, is it Mass Effect 3 levels of retcon? Sort of. Kinda, actually, yeah. She's just going through a phase, a really long phase. It's not a phase, Grandpa.
How did your mother die?
Well, details are hazy, but I know that Adria was obsessed with chasing the arcane. She knew she could never raise a child. Uncle Deckard believes that the madness and horror of her life finally caught up with her.
Yeah, interesting. To be fair, if you grew up with the dead and supernatural common, this should be a Tuesday for. Yeah, but, like, that's the thing, is that, like, she's surrounded by the supernatural and evidence of the supernatural existing. And she just doesn't believe it?
My essence is too low.
Oh, it's just kind of bizarre to me. It's like, oh god, this is gonna be such a niche reference. It's like cats and warrior cats that don't believe in StarClan, despite StarClan very demonstrably existing and having a tangible effect on their world. No one else is gonna understand that reference. Hey son, how are you doing? Happy Monday.
Decay and rot.
Decay and rot. Maybe she's like Kratos is the most determined atheist. But wouldn't she be trying to kill all the gods if that were the case? Maybe she's not. Yes, okay. Someone understood my warrior cats reference. Good.
This soul is not yet at rest.
Wow! Someone understood my warrior cats reference. Yay! It's carbon monoxide poisoning. Oh no. Okay, looks like we're not getting the mass grave level on this run.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Let's see. Adria sure is neat. Sure hope her character isn't twisted all to hell. I mean, her character was always kind of weird even in the first game, but man, they retconned a lot for her in this one. Let's see, doing good, you? I'm doing good! I hope you are too! Is she not trying to kill the gods? Why not?
Ah, Tristram Cathedral.
Well, right now, she doesn't believe they exist. For some reason in this world of all worlds. Insert quote, what's a warrior cat? What's a warrior cat? I've seen that clip. Let's see. What is a warrior cat? I've heard it, but I don't really know. Oh, it's from a fantasy book series where these like cats live out in the woods in like clans, and it's kind of just like drama, like cat drama stuff. Oh, Jasper! Hello, hello! Welcome, Raiders! Ba, ba, ba.
Jasper
Hey,
Albashi rated my stream with 10 viewers.
Jasper, how you doing? Thank you for getting the shout out. What were you playing, Jasper? What were you up to? Let's see, let me press the other shout out button too. Hello, hello! Welcome, welcome, readers! You have all the Warrior Cats books? Oh man, I stopped reading them after Power of 3, so I'm very out of the loop now. Hi, Belfie, hello! Welcome in, Raiders, hello! I'm Lucid, I'm a lucid dreaming vampire, variety streamer, currently playing some chill Diablo 3, talking lore and stuff, celebrating 2 years of streaming. Dark Crossing D&D? Ooh, I hope you had fun! What kind of adventures did you get up to? I pulled a tent over an assassin in our D&D session. Pulled a tent over them? What? Like to surprise them? Like to keep them from killing you? Did it work? That's why my sister stopped too, but I never escaped. Playing Diablo 3 and oh yeah, we too were talking about warrior cats. You came in. You got kidnapped. Hey Lucy! How are you doing? Hope you're doing well too.
What happened?
Well, apparently Lucy got kidnapped. Confuse and entangle them, yeah, because they had one of our party members. Oh, nice. I'm glad that worked.
The star fell below.
It's so pretty in this supposedly scary game. So yeah, we have to just get to the bottom of the cathedral. Follow the glowing blue down. It's honestly so weird hearing the music in this game. I'm so used to playing it like with the music basically mute. But I deliberately turned the music up so I could actually hear it. Because I forgot what it sounded like. Hey Payne! How are you doing? Thank you! Hope you're doing well tonight. Happy Monday. Just jump in the pit. Speedrun that descent. I mean, honestly, I don't see why. Like, why not? Deckard apparently fell in and he's like apparently fine. And he's an old man. I mean, it was more on fire before then too. Yeah, those minions. Moo. Oh yeah, to go along with the moo, we now have a moo follower emote
My
now.
essence is too low.
So now you can post a little moo. Moo. Yeah, there it is. Let's see, bring dire warnings and necromancers and warriors, cats fans. No, it can't be. No. Now, I'm wondering if I should get a duck emote too, but I wonder if that'd be a little much. We'd be an actual farm at that point.
Do not fear the end.
Everything explodes.
My name is Latdanan, and I'm cursed. Once the captain of King the Oryx army, I left only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and corrupted heart.
I will say, the journals, wow. Yeah, the journals and stuff, the writing for those is pretty solid. Like, the spoken dialogue between characters, I don't know what the writing team was doing there, but the journal stuff is not terrible.
Stay a while and listen.
Sam706 just resubscribed for 13 months. Stay a while and listen.
Stay a while and listen. Thank you for the 13 months! Over a year! Thank you so much! I hope you're having a great night. Let's see. To say though, I split the party successfully, almost killed them all at some point, and it ends with Lucy's character taken by the bad guys, and Karl and Sheriff are magically asleep in the mud. Wow. That sounds like such an adventure. Y'all should be like writing this stuff down, like in book form or something. All these adventures and stuff. Nothing wrong with being a farm. Just stream Stardew and it'll be on theme.
Stay a while and listen.
I have poured an unreasonable number of hours into
just
Stardew.
resubscribed for 21 months. Oh
21?
yeah, and here we go.
Oh
21
my
months, let's go.
Let's go! Oh my god, 21 months! That's almost the 2 years I've been streaming! Holy crap! Almost since the beginning! Thank you so much! Oh my god, we're almost close to another hype train! Oh my god. Let's see, the writing team got put on the wrong part of the game for sure. The little books and notes are much better. Yeah, I totally agree. Just had a 2-hour massage, that was nice. Ooh. I've never.
Stay a while and listen.
I've never gotten a professional like
just
massage.
gifted 5 subs.
Thank you for the subs. Thank you. And please.
Stay a while and listen.
FleetSync gifted Zanezandel a subscription.
Thank you.
FleetSync gifted a tier 1 sub to Zane Zandel.
Congrats on the
This
gifted
is their first
subs.
gift sub in the channel.
Aw, a gift sub debut. Thank you. I appreciate that, Fleet. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. You're all so nice. Everyone's so generous. Each tree. Oh my god. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh no. Oh my god. 500 bits. Thank you, Hot Rod.
Hot Rod 503 cheer Dex 500.
I'm gonna be flying over here for a little bit. No, don't empty your bank account, Susie. Don't do that. Take care of yourself.
Jasper Alvauji cheer Dex 100. Okay, now I sleep cause I gotta wake up in 5 hours lol.
Yeah, you get some sleep. And you've been streaming too. Thank you so much, Jasper, for the 100 biddies and the resub and the raid. Have a great rest of your night. Bully the bat. No, bully the bat. Bully with love, maybe. You deserve all the love and support.
It's inside me. Inside.
Oh, well, he's dead. It's inside me. Thank you so much. Y'all are so nice. It's a level 3? Did it just jump to level 3 already? Oh, thank you. Holy shit. Oh, I see that try. Ara. There you go. Might as well. I mean, after I found out how many points some of y'all are hoarding, I mean, yeah, feel free. Oh, I see that stretch. Hold on.
Not enough essence. The
Not
night
enough
embraces
essence.
you.
Let's see. Okay, now I'll do my hydrate. 33k, 45k. Oh my god. Smashes tankered into the ground. Another. Ara. Miss the adventures of Sir Edgelord and Sir Coat. We'll get back to those games at some point. We still have the Blair Witch games to go
My
through.
essence is too low.
Of course you do. See, this is how we know we're not too OP yet. It still takes multiple hits to kill things. Well, we just increased our damage by 47%. Moo. So, never mind. I might have spoken too soon. I will say, the environmental hazards and stuff that you can use to kill things is pretty neat. Like, there's a lot of opportunities to, like, drop chandeliers on things, or bookshelves, or walls.
Elemental Knight just resubscribed for 5 months. Happy 2 years, Lucid.
Happy 2 years,
I haven't been able to handle a lot of the spooky lately, but you're an awesome streamer and personality. You deserve all the support.
Thank you. Thank you, Elemental Knight. That's so sweet. Thank you so much for the 5 months. I appreciate that. Yeah, not all the games I'll be playing are spooky. I'm so grateful for the support. Thank you. You're so sweet. Almost up to 4 autos, but I have better taste than that. I could do 111 rise. Oh my god. Oh, hold on, my eyes are itchy. I figured out why my stream deck had stopped working with V2 Studio. For some reason, my plugin for my Stream Deck, for VTube Studio, uninstalled itself. So I had to reinstall it, and now it works again. I don't know why it did that. Like, whatever. Well, at least I figured it out, so I can fix that now.
This will be a challenge.
So I can start working on adding toggles back and stuff. This community is the best. Everyone's so sweet. You're all like you really are like one of the best communities on this platform, I think. And everyone's so sweet and thoughtful and just great to hang out with, great to chat with. No, you.
Hot Rod 503 cheer Dex 300. Keep the hype train alive.
Oh, legendary! Thank you so much, Hot Rod, for the 300 biddies. Thank you, thank you. There we go. Oh, I should see what I got. Oh, is this the multiply the gem one? Yeah, see, once we get a ruby, it's over. We're gonna start leveling up so fast. So this legendary helmet increases the effect of what the socketed gem in it. It can go up to 100%. This one's only 79%. But you put a ruby in there, because rubies increase your XP gain. And I think with this helmet up to up to max level, it does like plus 30% XP. It's wild. Yes, Lucid, you're breathtaking. No, you're breathtaking. Double Uno reverse. No, you. We take after our streamer. They say the community reflects the streamer, but of course you don't.
You do.
But I think it's a joint effort.
Not enough essence.
Not enough essence. Oh, that fell down there. Smash.
It was Lazarus. Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear, and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak against the Archbishop, the councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement, and sent us off to die.
Now, see, this is all accurate to the lore from Diablo 1. The fall of Leoric. So that, like I said, the journal stuff's not too bad. The stuff with Lactanin, yeah, that makes sense. See, your character knows her true name, not enough essence. I'm still surprised it let me put Bone Mommy as my name. Wow, that genuinely did nothing. Let's see, last the king. You should put the kingdom's money into NFTs. They sure grow. They're sure to grow values. It was a trap. It was lies. That was the true downfall of Tristram. God. Oh, we're doing the why not?
I have trained well.
Maybe I have the DPS to do this. The corpse explosion. God, it kills everything instantly.
You will make a fine corpse.
Done. Nice.
My master would take pride in this.
We just leveled up twice. This game is ridiculous. We're already at level 8. It's only just begun. Again, the power creep in this game is going to get so ridiculous. We're going to be leveling up so fast at some point. And this is without any of, like, my Paragon points or anything. This is just the game. So long didn't read of the Mad King Leoric. Please, Bone is what my parents call me. My colleagues call me non-offense. Funny thing is, the Summon Necromancer build guide has been following in D2 advice leading on Corpse Explosion. Yeah, that makes sense. Corpse Explosion in D2 is also really fun. But it's straight up overpowered as hell in 3. Just use Gem of Ease. If I wanted to make it even faster, yeah. Which I do have probably a bazillion sitting in my stash. Faster than the set level command in D2 single player. It's faster than even cheating. Great 308 reference? Did I make a reference? Oh, is it gonna hit? It is! Smash. So yeah, this is like the first dungeon that they introduce you to in this game. And immediately I think it kind of sets the tone in a kind of wrong way. Like, it's so bright and kind of colorful. Oh,
that's minions! Stay back!
It's Kane!
Back. May this ledge hold. The Skeleton King.
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
Bring me his bones. Look at how they're bullying him. Look how they bully. Don't worry, Kane, we'll save you.
Deckard Cain!
Those are my bones, get your own. Those are my bones, I don't know you. There we go. Dead. This game feels a lot more accessible than what I've seen from D1 and 2. Whether that's good or bad, I can't say. It is definitely way more easy and accessible, I'd say, than either of those. 1 and 2 are very old school, which can be pretty inaccessible these days, I think. You could argue that 3 is almost too easy, though. Is he summoning dogs? Bring me their bones! I get it. Do you remember using the set world level 8 back in the day? For those that don't know, you could change the world level to be set as if there were 8 players in the session while playing on your own. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, you get so much more XP. Holy shit. Warmth of life has entered my tomb. Prepare yourself, mortal, to serve my master for eternity. I remember that dialogue.
Oh, thank you. But why did you risk yourself for me?
I believe we can aid each other. Your niece told me you were here.
Oh, it is wonderful.
It wasn't gonna leave him
hear
alone.
that Leah is well. I feared the worst.
I still don't know how the hell he survived.
A secret passage through old maps I found.
Like, how did he manage to survive falling through at least, like, 2 floors of this cathedral through a fiery pit? I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't really make all that much sense. I guess I won't question it too much. Let's see, I actually started playing D2 Resurrected on single player just so I could use players 8. Hate trading in PoE, but I hate trading in D2 more.
The fallen star. Follow me to Tristram.
Yeah, trading in D2 is always a roll of the dice, basically. Like, you could either get ripped off horribly, or you could make a new friend. But it was so much easier to get ripped off. He eats all his vegetables. One tough old dude. Yeah, you would think he's basically indestructible after that shit. Survive through temporary old man plot armor. He can only die once you grow to love him, and it hurt worse. That hurts. That hurts me, Kamal, in my heart. Hey, Lily, hello! Hope you're having a good night. Hi. Deckard just knows everything about this world. He probably knew some Herodic float spell and drifted the whole way down the hole while reading his giant book. I kind of like that idea. I kind of like that. That's more logical, at least. Like Peach and Smash.
I have found Leah's uncle, Deckard Cain.
Oh, good opportunity for me to get a drink.
He was pursued by a creature called the Skeleton King, who blocks the path to the fallen star.
Like the nice little summary of what literally just happened. Let's see. Yeah, speaking of Peach and Smash and Pete, I really want to see the Mario movie. It's apparently breaking literally all of the records for animated films. Like, it's gonna break everything. Holy shit. Like, even, like, the song Peaches, which I have it stuck in my head. Oh my god. I like, Bowser is pretty cool. But, that song might even get, like, a nomination for, like, Best Original Song. Which, I mean, you know, it's Jack Black, he deserves it. Deckard Cain realized the true enemy that is gravity and prepared against it. As always, gravity is our worst enemy. Let's see, what if he landed really badly but lived anyway? Just landed face first. He's just indestructible. Let's see, I saw it, I enjoyed it. I still haven't seen it yet. I'm very tempted to actually go to the theater to see it, but I hate leaving my apartment. The Hermit's Dilemma. Her was really good. Millions of peaches. Peaches for it's a me, Mario. Jack Black of Bowser. Did anyone see? Yes! Oh my god. Yeah, Jack Black as Bowser was such great casting. I've even heard from, like, anyone that's seen the movie that Chris Pratt's not that bad in it. Apparently the trailers did him a lot of injustice for the accent that he would use in the movie. I also really want to see it, but yeah, other people are a thing. Yeah. I think mostly of the song when people talk about the Peaches song. Here it's the first movie I've gone to see since 2019. I've only seen like a couple movies in theaters since 2019. And usually only when like a family member or a friend has been visiting. Because I don't like going alone. Let's see, I want to see it, but is it weird to go to the movies by yourself? It's not! But I also personally feel weird going to the movies by myself, so I also totally get it. The movie Mario is from Brooklyn, not Italy. Yeah, I mean, that's been canon in several iterations of Mario, including, like, the Super Mario Bros. Show and stuff like that. Like, his origin being from Brooklyn is, like, pretty old. Let's see, most of my friends went to see the Mario movie without me. SMH my head. Oh, no! They should take you. They should go see it again and take you with them. Last movie I saw in theaters was the second Star Wars sequel. Oh god, I did see Rise of Skywalker. I saw all the movies in theaters. Rise of Skywalker was so bad. Usually go during the day when it's cheaper and nobody's there. Yeah, the matinee showings. That's the way to do it. When you're saying we've only just begun. Oh! 1408, that's right. That's right. I make those references, like, so easily that I don't even think about it. But you're absolutely right. That is what I was referencing.
Uncle,
Moo?
you're alive!
Moo?
Thanks to you and your friend here.
Friend.
I did it without even thinking.
Moo.
Moo.
But I wish to know more about the Fallen Star.
Our necromancers never had
The prophecy
friends.
of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Please, Uncle, not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back.
She still doesn't believe him. Leah is so frustrating. Deckard, enough, Uncle, enough of your logically concluding stuff based on your years and years of research and being alive on this fucked up world. Shut up. Yeah, stop talking, old man. Just live. Just survive. Last Jedi was the last time I went to the movies. I really enjoyed we're gonna get into a Star Wars rant again if I keep going, but I don't mind Last Jedi, damn it. Just open Discord on your phone. You don't have to go to the movies alone. You can bring us in your pocket. That is a cute idea. If I were like alone in a theater, I wouldn't mind like messaging people maybe, but the chances are it's gonna be like at least one person in the theater, and I wouldn't do that. I put my phone away. Actually, wait.
I've spent most of my life traveling from place to place with Uncle Deckard while he did his crazy research.
It seems reasonable enough to me.
Right?
He's convinced that the forces of hell will invade our world and bring about the end times. All these years, he's still searching for a way to stop this apocalypse.
God, even our own characters, like, that seems totally reasonable, actually. Leah's like, he's got his crazy theories. And we're like, they don't sound that crazy to me. Hello? I just saved him from a giant skeleton. Like, excuse? Not like they haven't tried before, Leah. Just saw your uncle get taken by a meteor. Yeah, right? Oh. put a screen tint on your phone? I mean, I guess, but it's distracting, though. I want to pay attention to that movie. Let's see, this sounds pretty cool. The Legions of Hell have uniforms. The time between D2 to 3 is almost exactly Leah's age, right? It is exactly her age. It's about, I think, 20 years? Which is not all that long in the grand scheme of things. It's definitely not long enough to forget that demons are around, actively outside the gates of this town. Not only has it happened before, it's happened recently. Yes, it makes absolutely zero sense for Leah to not believe Deckard.
What did you learn of Adria?
She wasn't from Tristram originally. She came here during the Troubles.
I lashed my eye.
She was in search of something, but I'm not sure what. She reminds me of Uncle Deckard, obsessed with the war between angels and demons.
And she just doesn't question this. Man, these two very intelligent characters seem to care a lot about this one thing that's so stupid. God, Leah.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. He was driven mad by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated. Now it seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
I will find a way to lay him to rest.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Hadrig. He knows of its whereabouts. Leah, you should not dismiss the signs so
his crown, huh?
Do you not believe the evidence?
Wonder where we'd find one of those.
Eyes?
Horrors have visited Tristram before, and it endured.
But what of the texts? The Zakharum tomes warn of a falling star. The Herodric scroll spoke of the
Even
dead
Deckard's like,
rising,
Leah, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Lord of lies. The prophecy of the end days says that at the end of all things, the first sign shall appear in the heavens.
Yes, you've been telling me about the texts since I was 8 years old, Uncle. I just don't think we should read too much into them.
It's painful. Now that I'm re-experiencing, I'm now seeing the cracks. It's so painful how, like, dense she is. Absolute soul. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make sense with her character, even with what little they've already established about her. Like, she's, like, adamant about this being a waste of time, but, like, he's right. You've looked at the text yourself. You've seen the falling star. What do you need to... Gotta try and contain the rage. Deckard, don't be silly. The Herodric schools are still left behind the sewers of Luca Lane, where I left them. Deckard, legions, whatever, take your medicine, old man. Bro really don't know she's in a game called Diablo. Need to shut up, Leah, redeem. Oh, but look at all this nice lore we get from Deckard.
I am the last of the Herodrim. I couldn't always claim this. In fact, if I had turned to the Herodric teachings sooner, Diablo could have been stopped before his reign of terror began.
That seems unlikely.
When the first signs appeared, I did nothing. I had shrugged the old tales off like they were so much fantasy, and Tristram, no, the world, has paid dearly for my arrogance. I have tried to make up for my failings. Leah and I have spent her lifetime scouring the world, collecting pieces of the prophecy of the end days. If I can decipher it, we will have the key to defeating the Lords of Hell.
So, in the book... God, it pushes up glasses. In the book. So in one of the books, the one that takes place between 2 and 3, I think it's the Order. The first couple chapters are about, or I think this is the first chapter, is about Deckard's young, like early days when he was like a teenager, and his dad was like trying to teach him all the Herodric stuff, and he just didn't care. But he was a teenager at the time, so it makes more sense that he would be like, This is all silly, Dad. I don't give a shit. You know, like, that kind of makes sense. And by, like, the time of Diablo 1, he doesn't truly believe it's, like, Diablo underneath the cathedral until, like, a couple, like, until you're a few floors in. So, like, that makes sense. That's consistent with his character. That he had that character development early on in life where he was like, oh shit, demons do exist. Oops, I should have paid attention to this shit. And then he, like, doubled down extra hard and became, like, the last Haradrim. But again, Leah's an adult now. Why does she still not believe him? She's, like, he learned all these lessons already, and she just refuses to learn them. That seems unlikely. Way to invalidate someone's struggles. I could have stopped everything. I don't know about that one, Chief.
You and Leah depend on each other.
I do not know what my life would have been like had I not raised her. Oh, it must have been difficult for Leah, following an old man on a mad search for the secrets to defeating the lords of the burning hells. But though she has seen her share of mysterious things, she is still unsure of my quest. I can understand. She has never seen anything like Diablo and his brothers.
But does she need to believe they exist in this world? Leah's counter-argument, Tristram has had bad things happen to it before and it survived. It's just, doesn't that prove Kane's point? Yeah, also it didn't survive. New Tristram is, like, so far away from old Tristram, and it's in ruins. They didn't exactly survive. You kidding? Like, everyone that was left except Deckard is dead. And Adria, I guess. But that's because she left. You can just see the Deckard's quietly giving Beaumont the middle finger. He waits until I'm turned around. Off to attempt to sleep so I can wake up early tomorrow night, everyone. Happy 2 years, Lucid. Good night, Alucard. Thank you so much for hanging out. Get good sleep. Are my neighbors in the hallway? Deckard, the girl's denser than the world stone. You did your best. Denser than the world stone. Yeah, basically. God.
The prophecy of the end days is contained within the Horodric tomes I inherited from my ancestor, Jared Kane.
He went to Jared.
It is a warning to those who could interpret it regarding Hell's ultimate invasion of our world, written by many different people throughout history, in many different lands. All known versions of the prophecy are incomplete. I have spent a good part of the past 20 years trying to complete it. I am certain it holds the answers to defeating the Lords of Hell.
So there's the confirmation on the date. 20 years. What should I get from the fish and chip place? Fish and chips? Unless they have something else. Maybe shepherd's pie. I assume it's like a pub place, kinda. Hey, Mr. Dark Souls! Just got done with work. Did I make you proud? If you did you did good work? Hell yeah. Time to relax. I hope you're having a good night. Hell's ultimate invasion of our world. Definitely seems like something invented in hell. Alright, last bit of dialogue from him.
King?
Leoric resisted Diablo's attempts to possess him, but the effort left him weak and confused. When his son Albrecht was kidnapped to be a vessel for Diablo, it destroyed any sanity Leoric had left.
And so he became the Skeleton King.
He commanded an army of the dead deep within the cathedral, finally serving the Lord of Terror he had resisted while alive. Many adventurers tried and failed to slay the Skeleton King. It was left to Leoric's eldest son, Aiden, to finally kill the monster his father had become.
So that's where the retcon officially happens, that it is canonically the warrior named Aiden that defeated him in the first game. Let's see, the tome just has a chapter called How to Defeat the Lords of Hell, and it just has a picture of Deckard. Just have Deckard punch them in the face. Instant win. Let's see, what do you think I meant by that? Oh, I thought you were gonna order from like a pub place or some place that like serves fish and chips. At least that's where I usually expect to see those kinds of dishes. Let's see, unique demons that look like apes burning down a forest or some other unsubtle thing. No, they probably look like goats. Let's see, did the warrior have a different name? He had no canonical name in the first game. In the second game, the rogue officially was labeled Bloodraven, and the wizard became, not Horizon. He was like the fake Horizon. Let's see, he doesn't sound as old in D3 as I remember him sounding in D2. I think he sounds younger with every game. He sounds somehow younger with every game. I don't know why. I do love the lore tidbits, yeah. When they're well written, they work. Let's see, take your place as Mon, work my way to the topic. Team in general. Use position to start a war. No, please don't. We are very anti-war. Very, very pro-peace here. According to the Heroes of the Storm, and very canon, not all silly game, Deckard Cain could throw hands with Diablo on a relatively even terms. Yeah, but Heroes of the Storm is bonkers. Like, in Heroes of the Storm, you can be Diablo riding around...
some new items that I'm certain you'll love.
No, thank you.
Leah spent all night alongside the blacksmith's wife, tending the wounded.
What? She was out defending the gates this morning. What is driving that woman?
Wow, she's so spectacular, this Leah. Oh, I guess they do have her show up even pre-Act 2. Let's see. Oh, I was saying that in Heroes of the Storm, you can ride around as Diablo on top of like a rainbow unicorn. So yeah, that game, that game is something. Stop crushing on Lilith. She evil? Nah, I crush on Diablo. But also, Lilith is pretty awesome. I love her design. Yeah, we're gonna pretend the Mystic doesn't exist, because she's not supposed to exist until Act 2.
You are the blacksmith, aren't you? I have a request.
Not now. It's my wife. She's locked in the cellar like all those who've been bitten. I'm to put them all down. But how can I kill my own wife?
Death is a path all must tread. Allow me to help.
Thank you.
Here, I'll help you kill
Follow
your
me.
wife. The actual mission. In Aotearoa. Did I pronounce that right? New Zealand fish and chip places refer to takeaway place that does deep fried stuff. Fish. Let me scroll up, OBS. Like fish and chips, burgers, and Chinese food. Chow mein, sweet, sour pork, wontons. Really? That isn't what I would expect. I mean, the burgers maybe, but I wouldn't expect like Chinese food to be there. Ooh, I have no idea whatever you're in the mood for then. Lucid, were you there when this quest awarded ridiculous amounts of XP? I didn't remember how much this XP this mission gave you, but I was there. I've played this game since it came out, since the midnight release. So I'm an OG player, for better or for worse.
I'm sorry.
Do not apologize. You grant in peace. I need essence.
I need essence. That's my name, not enough essence.
Mira, my love, forgive me.
Hedrig.
Hedrig, help me.
Aww. Someone needs to get her like Pepto or something. She needs some Pepto-Bismol. Blech. Wow, your wife exploded into a bunch of gold and gave me a nice spear. Thanks, buddy. Let's see. I could probably trash, like, the rest of this. Let's see. Hey, Kevin! How are you? Let's see. How are you? And hi, chat, how are you? I'm doing good! Hope you're doing well, too. Happy Monday! Let's see. In the US, a fish and chip place is like a pub. Yeah, basically. Like, I picture, like a fish and chip place, and I think of, like, Irish pubs, where there's, like, fish and chips, or, like, shepherd's pie, maybe some burgers, things like that. Let's see. All is well with me watching a movie. Ooh, what movie are you watching? If only they had Pepto, instant cure for becoming living dead. Yeah, I mean, you saw she vomited right before that. Little Pepto, probably could have kept that in. Little acid reflux, nothing to worry about. Yeah, I get acid reflux all the time.
I couldn't have done this without you. I'm in your debt. My name is Hedrig Aemon.
There is a way you could repay me. I seek the crown of King Leoric.
It's still funny, I'm
I can
literally
help
wearing
you
it right
there.
now.
It's buried with his chancellor, my grandfather. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
Yeah, Hatred got over it quick. Maybe he already, like, grieved beforehand or something. He really didn't seem to mind all that much. But yeah, it's so funny. They're like, I need to find Leoric's crown. Meanwhile, I'm literally wearing one. New Super Mario Brothers movie? Ooh! Are you watching a cam rip of it, or are you like, in the theater right now? Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. It's like gonna like win all the awards. Okay. Most of like the good skills aren't gonna unlock until later. Let's see. Get a video games and all, but not even a quiver in the voice. Yeah. The voice acting in general in this game is pretty good, but every now and then it's like... was that like the first take? I don't know. I think Roderick and the other companions really make me love this game. I do like the companion characters. They are really like fleshed out characters, not like in like Diablo 2 where like the companions are just like meat shields. Oh, thank you for not a hydrate. Stretch and posture check. Right away. Big stretch. This world doesn't strike me as a grief properly, regardless of how long it takes kind of world. Fair enough. Oh, you did see it in theaters. I thought you were still watching it. Did you enjoy it? Oh, thank you for the hydrate. That's so different from what I hear. Fish and chip places here are takeout only 90% of the time, and in a block of shops in the suburban streets, so sandwich next to a dairy, self-serve laundry, hairdressers. Interesting. Yeah, that is pretty interesting. It sounds like a regular restaurant, not less like a pub place. What I was thinking of. Wish the mercs in D2 were even half as survivable as the companions in D3. I mean, D3 you can literally make them indestructible with the right ring, so... Or not ring, with the right, focus or relic or whatever the little class-specific thing they have is. Don't want to spoil anything if nobody's seen it. Yeah. No spoilers. But yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about it. I'm excited to see it myself at some point. The only time I'd really have time to go see it would be maybe this Sunday. But I'd have to brave all the trains, and I just don't know if I wanna. I don't know if I wanna step out into the world. Well, I wanna toss all the things that I have in my inventory. Even without the thing that makes them unkillable, the D3 companions are hard to put down. Yeah, and they get back up pretty quickly, too. That's one thing. You don't have to waste money constantly resurrecting them. Now, for some reason, you can't sell your starting scythe. Like, whatever your starting weapon is, you can't, like... Or you can't salvage it. You can sell it.
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
I don't know why it makes that distinction, but whatever. It's like, otherwise you just toss it on the ground. Let's see. If it's like Silent Hill...
Did you hear?
Silent Hill 3, you can grieve when the threat is over.
How are we supposed to fight if we're starving?
The rest of the town is down to quarter, including my wife. But you can quit if you want.
Yeah, it is kind of like that. It's like, we'll have time to grieve later. Probably. Maybe. Into the outdoors again. I've spent many a time farming in this map. But there's also not really too much of a point in exploring, unless you want to, like, get better items and stuff, but we're already struggling with things getting too easy too fast. But, like, if we wanted to just linearly go to the next place, we could just follow the road. We could just follow the street.
The blacksmith's apprentice has fallen. Another disruption in balance.
Yeah, the poor apprentice that Hadric said we should keep an eye out for. Yeah, of course he's dead. Ripping pepperonis.
My essence is too low.
I don't know why Hadric thought that he could even still be alive. Tell him to get back to town. Like, what made you think he would even still be alive? Like, what gave you any indication or inkling that he could live, like, out here? Eventually, I'm gonna have to start carrying you to places you want to go in my huge backpack. Just face away so you can look and interact with things like the weirdest version of Banjo-Kazooie. I picture that, oh my god. I don't know, I might be small enough to fit in a backpack. Have to explore to uncover the map, even if though it will cover back up. It scratches an OCD itch. Ah, moo. Yeah, I mean, I was like that for a long time.
Not enough essence.
Not enough essence. I guess eventually when you've gone through these maps 100 bazillion times, you don't care as much after a while. It still feels nice to uncover the map, though. It does. Even though it absolutely resets every time. And only some of these maps have, like, little lore backpacks lying around. And I've not memorized where all of them are. I do like this event, though. I do like that little set piece.
Do not fear the end.
Even if it's over in, like, a second, because everything's already dead.
Rathma has blessed me.
Ooh, level 10. That means I get one of my passives, I think. Yes! Over here. Could do Skeletal Mage. I want to stick with Bone Spear for now. And then... increase my movement speed. Yeah, we'll go with that. For now. Let's see. Realizing I never played the story as either Crusader or Necromancer. Crusader's pretty fun. I think... I don't really play most of the melee characters aside from Monk, though. I feel like with the Crusader or even the Barbarian, it's very easy to fall into like the same build over and over again. Because it only feels like a few skills are really like truly viable. Which is kind of a general issue that Diablo 3 has, where there's only a few, like, builds per class that are, like, the logical skills you should use that pair well with one another. And, like, to not do that is kind of just, like, nerfing yourself. And especially with 3, it's very dependent on the sets. Like, once you start getting to, like, set armor and stuff, that basically dictates your build. Let's see, is it me or are there less trash items being dropped compared to D2? Well, with Loot 2.0, they made it so that the fewer items drop in general, but when items do drop, tend to be better than what you would have gotten before Loot 2.0. So there's a lot more decent items that drop, fewer times, or less often, I should say. Better items drop more infrequently than just, like, trash items appearing all the time. But again, it's like, most of the stuff you're just gonna be trashing up until, like, the halfway point of the game, maybe. I'm gonna stay with the one-handeds, actually. 3 is very set-dependent and primarily skill lock. Yeah. Not much wiggle room for later gameplay. Nah, it's basically, I have this set, I'm gonna use this build. And if you use any other build with that set, it's like, why? But also doesn't leave very much room for, like, customization and, like, differences between characters. If you run into another Necromancer, there's, like, 2 builds you're gonna find. Like, you're gonna find, like, a Blood Nova Necromancer, you're gonna find, like, a Corpse Explosion, Corpse Lance Necromancer, maybe. But there's not gonna be, like, huge differences between everyone. Grab that. I mean, they're legendary-only builds and gems to support it, but they're really rough play until you get decent gear. Yeah, and you're not gonna do, like, a legendary-only build unless you're basically going for the conquest that requires it. Because otherwise, it's like, again, you're deliberately nerfing yourself. Which you can do if you, like, want a challenge, but it's clearly not what the game wants you to do in general.
This will be a challenge. The night embraces you.
Like, this game wants you to become a god. It wants you to feel super powerful and make an entire room of enemies explode. It's a power fantasy. Like, if you want a challenge in this game, you kind of have to make it. You kind of have to force it to be challenging. Be it by constantly changing your difficulty level, or by deliberately choosing a difficult build. But the game is gonna funnel you towards being ridiculously powerful. That's just kind of the way this game is.
I need essence. Your death nears.
Like, look, we're just plowing through enemies. Like, corpse explosion alone just blows up everything. I will say though, playing with the music, like, actually on, I don't mind it, but it's definitely very orchestral. It sounds more like epic fantasy music.
You will make a fine corpse.
But it makes me sad that, like, the bass mixing for this game makes it almost completely inaudible.
The crown is not here. I'll look for it in another crypt.
Let's see. Music really does create an atmosphere. Yeah, it definitely helps. Especially when the visuals aren't really all that, like, dark and brooding and stuff. At least compared to, like, 2 and 4. Let's see. Posted what I think of when I say fish and chip place in the Discord. Ooh, I have to check that out. Music is weird though, like it sounds both too quiet and too loud.
When King Leoric came to court,
yeah, the
he
mixing
brought
is very
many
weird.
nobles with him, and nobles, oddly enough, want noble crypts. So I showed up with my shovel, thinking to make easy profit by digging a few holes. Ha! There's no stopping their demands around here. Now, I eat, sleep, and breathe dirt, it seems.
Eat, sleep, and breathe dirt. Let's see, there's one up there left to get. Did. D2 music is iconic, just great to listen to wherever. D3 went more atmospheric. It's great in context of the game, but outside of it, meh. Yeah, I think it creates a very different tone, too. Like, there's like whispers of it there. But again, like you were saying though, the mixing is very strange. The voices too. Like, I've noticed, like, some dialogue will be kind of quiet still. Whereas, like, the dialogue that the character will say when, like, when you're out of essence or something is, like, overly loud. It's weird. Hey, Mad Moxie! Rawr! Hello! Hope you're having a good night. Hello, hello! How are you doing?
The Mad Moxie is now following.
Thank you for the follow! Welcome in! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Hope you're having a fantastic Monday! We're just playing some chill Diablo 3, making our way through the campaign. Let's see. Actually, did I remove the first time playthrough tag? Come on. I don't think I did. I didn't. I should put casual playthrough. There we go. I fixed it. This is very much not a first time playthrough. Pretty good, just taking a break from Diablo 2. Ooh, nice. What class are you playing? Is it your first time?
My essence is too low.
I love Diablo 2. And of course, you can probably guess, I made a Necromancer. Main it in 3 as well, and you can bet I'm gonna main one in 4. I'm so excited. I'm unreasonably excited. Let's see. Also, did I say hi, Starbreeze?
Grave robbers have defiled my tomb. Now my husband writhes in torment because I do not rest at his side. Return my bones so that we may rest in peace.
Return my bones. Here, I'll just let my skeletons deal with that. I'll let the skeletons deal with the skeletons.
Do not touch her! My wife. I will not let them desecrate you.
Dead. There's so many corpses and they just explode everything. Nice. Necromancer for now, but gonna build a few other classes. I have all the Diablos, just first time playing them on console. Ooh! That is one thing that is kind of nice, is that, like, the UI actually is decent on consoles now. It's still wild to me that Diablo 1 was on PS1. I almost want to try it at some point, just to see how weird it is.
Now you may embrace eternity.
We freed their spirits. And got a bunch of loot. Is any of it actually good, though? I can't even use that! I can't even use that! Oh yes, we did get some good stuff. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Necromancer was always my favorite in D2.
Not enough essence.
I do like Druid. I like having my army of wolves following me around. Can't wait for June 2nd. No, me neither. Yeah, I also ended up getting the Ultimate Edition for the early access. I hesitated for a while too. I waited, and then I was like, no, this is inevitable. It is inevitable. And I realized I didn't want spoilers. So I'm probably gonna no-life the hell out of it when it comes out. I'm thinking, and I probably won't do this for like pretty much any other game. I'm thinking that week that it comes out, I'm probably just gonna take that week off from work and just stream it like every day until I beat the campaign. Just to make sure. Just to make doubly extra sure that I don't get spoiled for anything.
My master would take pride in this.
Got him. Look at all that loot. Most of it's trash. But these weren't bad. Okay.
Some devious little goblins have been robbing our merchants. When pursued, they simply open portals and disappear with the most aggravating chuckle. The peasantry seem to believe that the goblins serve a great demon lord known as Greed. And furthermore, that their portals lead to Greed's domain. A ludicrous notion, truly.
Yes, truly. Definitely not a real thing. Played the beta first, so I was like, yep, proof there goes the $100. Yeah, I pre-ordered beforehand because I really wanted access to the early beta and stuff too. And I already knew I was gonna buy the game anyway. But the beta made me feel like, oh, maybe I didn't waste this $100. It was very reassuring that maybe I didn't make a horrible financial decision. I mean, technically maybe I still did, but at least I feel less guilty about it.
I can bring that down.
Oh look, they're in a conga line, all neat and convenient. Hi everyone, by the way. Hi to everybody. Anyone who I haven't said hi to because I missed your message or something like that. Hi to everybody. And hi to the lurkers as well, because I know there's some of y'all lurking. I make horrible decisions all the time. Mood. Most of my horrible decisions are food related. Be it financially or because I know it's gonna make my tummy hurt, but I don't care because food yummy. It's like, do I order like Chinese food and crab rangoons tonight? On the one hand, yummy, delicious treats. On the other hand, definite, inevitable tummy ache. And I usually end up siding with yummy.
The cycle.
Yummy food. It's like, my stomach might have issues digesting lots of bread and dairy. Orders a pizza. Orders cheesy breadsticks. I already know my sleep schedule will die when Z4 releases. I'm prepared to accept that. Oh yeah, if I didn't stream it like every day, I would disappear. I would disappear from this world for like a week. You would not see or hear from me. So like, remember that Lucid? I wonder whatever happened to her.
Not enough essence.
Not enough essence. Legos, video games, movies, and ice cream. Ice cream. In that order. Man, it's been a long time since I've like casually played with Legos. Legos are also so expensive these days. Like, every now and then I get like I'll like look at Legos, or like if I'm at a mall and there's like happens to be a Lego store, I'll go look at the Legos.
All must serve the cycle.
And every time I'm just shocked by how fucking expensive they are. Like, I ain't paying like $100 for like a one little kit. Hell no. I've seen like for hundreds of dollars. Not even for like huge sets either, just like pretty like reasonably sized ones. Got a sick Captain Rex helmet set. Ooh, nice. Aside from video games, my most expensive hobby is buying speed cubes. Yeah, what is the difference between like a regular Rubik's Cube versus a speed cube? Do they spin faster? Also, is the game too loud? I'm looking at my volume mixer and I'm like, is it too loud? I don't want it to be like louder than me at least. A lot faster? Like how much faster? Sounds good? Okay. Like smoother than like if you like oiled up like a regular Rubik's Cube basically. Lego's way too expensive. Everything is insanely priced now. McDonald's hash browns are over $3 now. Their chicken sandwiches are almost $3. God, it's true. Everything's so expensive now. Like, one of the comparisons I made is, like, a 12-pack of soda used to be, like, $6. It's, like, minimum $9 now. Insane. Absolute insanity. Oh, crap. I went a loop. I went a big circle. Please let this be the right one. I think it has to be, right? There's only like... No, wait, I think there's 4. Nope, that's the right one. You can tell it's the right one because it's got a level 2.
I think the crown is nearby.
My protagonist sense is tingling. I sense a goal. Oh no, it's Manglemaw! Oh look, he's dead. Oh no, he's dead. You must live in a city? Yeah, I do. I do indeed, I live in a city. Let's see. Regular Rubik's Cube couldn't be made to feel similar unless you literally completely fabricate new surfaces. Ooh, really? I did not know that. Let's see. Like the 1x1 Rubik's Cubes where it takes how long to solve is how fast you put it down. Yeah, Manglemaw, he tried. He tried. He put in a little bit of effort. He showed up. He gets an A for effort.
Death nears.
A for effort. He tried.
No, I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
You won't allow me.
My master would take pride in this.
You won't allow me. Cute. Oh boy, I got that helmet that I definitely didn't already have on my head. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take that. And the rest of it can go in the trash compactor.
I need to go back.
Oh yeah, no more town portals anymore. You just have the magic to teleport wherever. I will say, something I noticed in Diablo 4 that I do like is the detail that even though you still have the same mechanic where you can just teleport whenever.
No, not here.
except in town. I like that there's a detail that you open up a scroll. Like, it's a little thing. It's a little thing. You open up a scroll to teleport. It's a small detail I appreciate, because it makes no sense to me. Like, every class in this game can just use the spell teleport or, like, town portal without using a scroll first. It's a little nitpick, but it adds a lot. Yeah, I appreciate that in 4. That small little
you
detail.
Found the crown. Truth be told, I didn't think you'd make it back alive. Ah, it needs repair. Should be no problem.
Buy 144 12-ounce sodas for $11.
There.
144 12
was
ounces?
placed upon the Black
You mean
King's
14?
head. I need something more than making spades to occupy my mind. I want my life to mean something.
There is no higher calling than serving the balance. The priests of Rathma would welcome your aid. But I should tell you, during my travels, I found the body of your apprentice. It was a quick death.
Fool boy. Hope for the worst and you will not be disappointed. Thank you for the news.
Maybe that's why he wasn't that impacted by it. He already expected the worst. He, like, had already expected they were gonna be dead anyway. Why is every blacksmith cottage? Griswold, Hadrig... It's a kind of a good question. I don't know. I don't know. Salvage everything! Ah, clean inventory.
Back at your forge already.
Work needs doing. No one is going to do it for me.
You were quite upset about Mira.
I don't want to talk about my wife. Dead is dead and gone is gone. Do you want work done or not?
Okay then. Guess he just does not want to talk about it. Alright. His high-class British accent would be offensive. Almost sounded sad about his apprentice dying. Where was that emotion with his wife? I guess maybe he's bottling it up really bad? Maybe? You seemed pretty pissed off just now. Why does the same blacksmith follow you through every town? Well, like you said, he has no other purpose at this point, so you basically give him a purpose. That's why he follows us around. He's just part of the crew now.
I would like to hear more about your grandfather, the Chancellor.
Not much to tell. I lived with
We like
my
travel with a
father
whole
in
caravan.
Cardium at the time. We heard that my grandfather stayed in Tristram until the end, trying to save lives. Don't know if he succeeded, but there it is. When the Skeleton King fell, my grandfather was dying from a sword wound. He had the crown sealed with him to keep it safe.
He made his choice then.
I guess so. When you're feeling sad and down a bit, what are you gonna do? Repress it. Don't do that.
My dearest Hadrig, do not feel despair, my love. You did everything you could. Our time together meant more than words can say. But in the end, fate is a cruel mistress. Your strength is needed to end the horrors that beset this world. My final wish is that you find your path. Love always. Mira.
Aww. And see, he decided we were that path. He found he looked for purpose and it came to him. Let's see, if I had a personal blacksmith, all kinds of shenanigans would occur. Personal blacksmith on call.
I have retrieved the crown.
At last.
Oh,
With
what's his
it,
voice?
You can unlock the sealed door in the room where you rescued me and enter the royal crypts. When you find the Skeleton King, place the crown atop his head and destroy him.
There is no other way to reach the fallen star, it seems.
Oh, he's Cain from Legacy of Cain? No way. That's pretty cool. I did not know that. That's pretty dope. Back to the cathedral. I always see this, like, having to go back and forth confuse people. Because you, like, have to go halfway through areas and then, like, backtrack. I could see it being very confusing. Also very confusing, and I didn't realize a lot of people... I didn't realize it was still off by default. Where is it? Where's elective mode? Right here. I can't believe this is still off by default. Like, this game is, like, unplayable. It's not on. Like, I don't understand. Like, I feel so bad for new players that don't know to turn elective mode on. Because basically, hey Rabbit! And Evolve! Heyo, heyo! How are y'all doing? Happy Monday! Hope you're all having a good night! You left a present in media. Ooh. What happens when it's off? Oh, I can explain that in a second. You don't want to work tomorrow? Me neither. First time I've heard him use that accent funnily enough. Really? Usually you recognize instantly. So when it's off, when elective mode's off, you're only restricted to... So like your primary skills, your secondary can only be that. Corpses can only be like the corpse skills. Reanimation can only be the reanimation skills. With elective mode, you can mix and match them. So I could do this. So I could put like a reanimation skill in my like number 1 slot instead of it having to be a corpse skill. It should just be off by default. I don't know why elective mode is off. It is off by default. It should be on. It's so silly. Yeah, it is so dumb. No, I'll keep the skeletons. Let's see, I'll check out that thing that you posted in a little bit, Wabbit. Falling asleep to her stream makes me feel less bad about having to work the next day. Oh, that's so sweet. What the heck? Got off work a bit ago, now I'm here to chill. Nice! I hope you had a great day at work, Devolve. Let's see, you just call in dead. My boss knows me too well. I'll work on Sunday instead. Sorry, boss. I'm dead. Can't come in. Oh well. Let's see. Just a little bit until we get teeth. Pillars. I do like Siphon Blood. I might switch to that once we get a better rune for it. We'll stick with Bone Spikes for now. Oh, look at this nice piece of artwork that I know you can get as a separate poster. Let's see. Yeah, hello, hello! Yeah, so now we basically just head through the rest of the dungeon until, like, the second to last level. Where we get something that happens. But otherwise, it's just normal dungeon crawling. To survive a long night, have to be off on your anniversary. I'm glad you're here! I'm glad you're having a nice chill night. Let's see. Yeah, we're all glad you can be here. Everything explodes. It's ridiculous. Just walk in, everything dies. Oh, let's see it, it's down there. Oh, it shall be mine. I see you. Get him. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Got him. Oh, I didn't drop anything really good though.
I have trained well.
Oh, just okay, everything exploded. We're fine. For a second I was like, wow, there's a lot of enemies here. Nope. Let's see, it's nice working for a company I work for. They're really lenient to a point. I haven't called in but like 4 times in 6 years. They'll understand. Oh yeah. If you rarely take time off, absolutely. They shouldn't give you any shit about it. Let's see. This is the one I usually use, Frailty, because there's one of the runes for this one that makes it so that, actually, is it a rune? Oh, maybe it's not a rune. It might be an item then I'm thinking of. That makes it so that instead of having to cast the curse, it's like an aura that's like all around you at all times. So with Frailty, it's nice because you just walk around and things just die when their health is low enough. It's great. Just playing base game or a seasonal character? I'm playing a base game character, non-ladder, because otherwise my altar would make me way too powerful, way too fast.
When we returned from our horrific defeat in Westmarch, my beloved king lost all pretense of sanity. He seethed with rage, spitting curses upon us as traitors. With great sorrow, I ran him through.
Did. All the ravens in this community? Yeah! There's like 3 or 4 of you right now in chat, I think. All the ravens. Collection of Borbs. Let's see, I think there's another lore book up here. Yes, there is.
I will forever live in anguish for my last attempt to honor my king. As we lay him to rest in his burial chamber, he manifested as a hideous skeletal demon. Gorash and my other knights were overcome at once, but I fought on.
Yes, and I'm sure that worked out swimmingly for everyone involved. Burbs are yummy. Some burbs are yummy. Yeah. It's true. Let's see, watch out, Lucid Chat has a murder on its mind. Well, like, that would be crows, right? Not ravens. A group of ravens is like, wasn't a cauldron one of the words for it? For a group of ravens? A cauldron of ravens? Or am I thinking of bats? When you see a chance to make a bad joke, you have to take it? Fair enough. I respect it.
This world can abide you no longer.
Everything's exploding. Oh yeah, ravens aren't unkindness. There's another word though too, I think, because unkindness seems so mean.
It's not my time to die.
Oh. Oh, well now it is. It's not my time to die. Dies again. Chat is too nerd for jokes. I'm sorry. Who's in this whole community absolutely rock? No, you're breathtaking. No, you. Treachery or conspiracy? I like conspiracy. Conspiracy of ravens. Like the Illuminati of ravens. Hashtag nerd life. Spell of ravens? A cauldron of ravens? I like those. Those sound like mystical and stuff. Don't know many ravens, but they tend to be sweet beans. They do! Ravens tend to be really sweet, I think. A murder of crows. Crows, on the other hand, they will fuck you up if you piss them off. But they're also pretty cool. God, I just thought of a dad joke I heard the other day that, like, killed me. Let's see, what are we called again? I forgot the name. What name was the winner? Oh, what the community or what you're all called? Well, you're called Dream Beans on like an individual level. I'm not sure what like our as a collective what we are. Maybe just the Liminoid Nexus. I don't know. They have bald eagles here. They're mean as fuck. Oh, we have mean turkeys. Oh my god. When I used to have to go to the office before I worked remotely permanently. If it was like springtime and there were turkeys around the office, we would literally have to like message each other all over Slack and be like, hey, just so you know, be careful outside, there's turkeys around. Because they would chase you. They'll chase you and try to bite you. And they're huge. Like, turkeys are freaking huge. I believe as a collective we are a cult. No, we're not a... Are we a cult? Is this a cult? Am I running a cult? More like a coven of sorts, right? A collective of vampires, maybe? But you're not all vampires. Oh no, maybe it is a cult. Oh no. Is this a cult? Nothing compares to majestic Canadian goose. Oh god, geese are also terrifying. We had geese, we had Canadian geese by my college. And yes, they would hiss at you. And also try to bite. Just looked up what a group of squirrels are called, and apparently they're a scurry! That's so cute! A scurry of squirrels! I love the alliteration. Colted up, no regrets. Cults have systems to enforce beliefs kept secret. True, I don't really enforce anything like that. Don't you want to be a cult leader? Ever since the death of God, the petition has been open. We'll go with the World of Darkness, Chronicles of Darkness coterie for a group of vampires. Name is Stubby Ravens are Parliament. Oh, I like that. Parliament of Ravens. Geese at the park are great entertainment. You get people who haven't been there give their kids bread and feed the ducks, and then the geese show up.
Maintain your incantations. He will soon.
Oh, I killed him.
Your magic is weakening.
Sorry, bro. I didn't let you finish your sentence.
Now, back to my mission.
Who are you?
You will know soon enough. Help me find my gear. I will reward you well.
Okay, friend.
Tell me, what brought you to this infernal place?
I must slay the Skeleton King.
Then our aims align.
Let's see. We're a can of train beans. A can. Like, you picture yourself in a big can. We have beliefs kept secret from our leader. That's the important part of any congregation. Wait, so the other way around. You keep secrets from me? Uno reverse cart indeed. The geese aren't going to wait for you to feed them. They're going to take out your kneecaps and hold you hostage to make your family for more bread.
What made it?
I will know soon.
Down this way. There are my weapons.
He's free! Do not let him react!
They can't even finish their sentence. Dead. I love how he needs me to open the chest.
Cormac, warrior of the Templar Order. If it is the Skeleton King you seek, then you will have to fight your way past John Dar. There is no reason we should hunt alone.
If you insist.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Yeah, it's our Templar guy. We're too much for a can. We're a pot of beans. And I must slay him. Skeletons. Yeah, slay. Supportive skeletons. I love it. Nah. Let's see. I live in a marsh. Sophisticated word for swamp. Geese are mean, ducks are funny. Don't leave anything stealable in the yard. The porch. Otters are thieves. Otters are thieves?
The night embraces you.
They take stuff with their little tiny grabby hands. Oh, that's so cute though. I wouldn't even be mad if an otter stole shit from me. Cormac, he has a name. I've gone my entire life thinking you didn't give him one. Yeah, they all have names. They all have names, and then in Reaper of Souls, they even get character arts. It's nice. But also, yeah, I do tend to forget his name too. I never forget John Dar, though. River otters will steal anything they can play with. That's so fucking cute. Ooh.
Moo.
Moo. Thank you for the care package. Thank you, Abbott. Thank you. And I'm stretching. We're a cat. We're the chaotic toe beans of the cosmos. Like the cosmic turtle, but except it's a cat. The cosmic cat. That's cute. I actually kind of like this idea.
This will be a challenge.
Black magic bars our way, but the will of a Templar is stronger.
Here we go.
Move.
Move. Dead. Give me loot. Let's see. Otters are bold to steal when they are perfect. No! No, not the cute little otters. Call them freshwater kitties. Aw, that's so cute. They are kind of like little kitty cats. Actually, they're kind of like raccoons with their little hands. We're all just wayward cosmic cat toe beans.
How could you succumb to this?
Kind of like that.
The Coven is my brotherhood now, Cormac. The powers we serve will soon rule this world!
Okay, I want to make sure he finished his dial before I killed him.
Please forgive me. My vision was clouded by the
We're gonna rule everything. I'm sorry, don't kill me.
Betrayal can never be forgiven.
We had to push through all my
Thank you for
skeletons to
your
get
aid.
to him.
I will go with you on your hunt for the Skeleton King. But there is one condition. If we find the sacred tomes of my order, they are mine.
Do as you please. Such books do not interest me.
Then onwards we go to fight the Skeleton King.
So, do we want to keep him with us? Because it might make things. It will make things easier. But do we want that? They're too cute to harm. Moo, no moo, Uno reverse. Wish the Templar would just refuse to join your party if you're a necromancer. You know, you're right. It makes no sense that he would be so willing to join us knowing we're a necromancer. I mean, I guess unless he's like, oh, well, they helped me defeat this bad necromancer. That must mean they're a good one. Necromancers are priests. Yeah, they just serve the balance. So you could have, like, necromancers that, like, work with the demons, and you have ones like me that don't. Birds of a feather. Maybe he thinks Bone Mommy's just a religious name? He's paying no mind to all the skeletons running around him right now. He defiles the dead in the name of justice. That makes everything better. Well, we'll keep him for now.
Honor together, my friend. Well chosen.
Right, life regeneration. Slow.
I would have chosen the same.
Would you? I usually have the Enchantress with me when I'm Necromancer. Like, he makes good, like, he's decent for, like, a tank. But the Enchantress's skills, I think, are a little more useful.
Do not fear the end.
See, all I need is one thing to die, and then everything else will cascade and die after.
Always wanted to fight some of these.
My insight grows.
Dead.
Weakness consumes you.
Everything's exploding. Let's see, smites her enemies with bones, gives them fatal cases of femur blisters. It's a femur blister. Killing spree. Yeah, it's very, very much that. Let's see. Take increased damage.
I tried
like
to
the stun.
count how many we've killed, but I've lost track.
You've only been following me for like two minutes. Like the Scoundrel, he's funny. The Scoundrel does have some funny dialogue. Some of the Enchantress's dialogue is kind of less interesting. I don't really remember much of what the Templar talks about, actually. Probably justice and necromancy and Jandar. Because that is the unfortunate thing, is like, a lot of the characters are kind of more caricatures than characters. That's why I said at least Reaper of Souls kind of gives them more, like, fully fleshed out character arcs that are kind of... There's, like, the beginnings of, like, a character arc in the base game, but they don't really do much with it. It really wasn't until Reaper of Souls that, like, oh yeah, we gave these characters, like, interesting backstories. Didn't do anything with that. What's up with that?
And now I wander, cursed by my once beloved king. Evil gnaws at my bones, and I cannot risk putting my beloved Tristram in danger, should I fail to contain that which tears at me. I must venture down into the labyrinth, to die alone.
R.I.P. Peace. Let's see, semi-homophone to fever blister. Oh, yeah. Just treat the Templar like a priest, smile and nod when he talks, and raise the skeletons when he stops watching me. It's like, you think he notices all these army of skeletons roaming around him? Probably not. Enchantress deserved more character than, look, more hidden footprints! And more stuff about, like, about her sister's training and stuff like that. God, I think I've heard that dialogue, like, bazillions of times. Oh. Nothing. Let's see, I want to find a moody mod, or woody mod for the game. There's a snake in my boot. I'm trying to think. No, I think there are snakes in Act 3. That could make sense there.
The grave beckons.
Have like a set of boots where the flavor text is, "There's a snake in my boots." And you like summon snakes or something when you walk around. Let's see, I haven't played the story mode in a literal decade, but that line is burned into my brain. Woody would be a demon hunter class. I guess he would be. It's funny because we got like badass, like ass-kicking Woody in Kingdom Hearts 3.
All must serve the cycle.
And he arguably gets like one of the most badass lines. He tells Vanitas he has no friends. You don't know what love is. Like, goddamn, Woody, okay. Calm down.
The grave beckons.
I can't wait to eventually play that on stream too. Getting through all the Kingdom Hearts games is gonna be a trip. Woody here to chop down a whole family tree. This is maidenless behavior. See, someone needs to mod Woody into Elden Ring. Oh, I see more lore.
Do not fear the end.
Excuse me, you're blocking the way to the book. Oh, never mind, there's no book. Oh, that's a good thing, actually. That means I picked up all of them. That's actually fine. They all just explode. Heroes 4 was recently announced. It was announced, God, it's been at least a year, I think, since they announced Kingdom Hearts 4 with that teaser trailer. Like, Sora's feet are no longer, like, too big. His feet fit into his shoes now. Like a month or two? Oh no, it's been announced for like at least a year. But they just haven't said anything new since then. They basically had like a brief teaser trailer, and that was about it. Fell off Kingdom Hearts after like Kingdom Hearts 2, but I will admit I'm curious where the hell they're going with it. Wait, you fell off at 2? Oh man, that's where everything started getting, well, actually no, things started getting wild before that, and 2 was when it like hit the mainline games, and then anyone who didn't play Chain of Memories or 358 over 2 days was like, what the fuck happened? Which is, you know, understandable because the numbering system for those games is a trap. Because Kingdom Hearts 2 was not the second game you should play. Because you will end up very confused. It's very misleading. Didn't they announce it like immediately after KH? It was really soon after. Like, I don't even know if it was like even a year after. Maybe. But it was very soon, yeah. Kingdom Hearts 2 is like the 4th game chronologically? Yep. Yeah, the numbering system only really relates to the gameplay style.
The night embraces you.
Like, the non-numbered games basically all have, like, different, like, gimmicky mechanics for each of them, but the mainline games all basically have the same gameplay, and with Sora as the main protagonist. That's what connects them as, like, numbers 1 through 4. But really, Chain of Memories is the second game. And without even at least seeing the cutscenes for Chain of Memories, 2 makes, like, maybe 20% sense. Then they made a mobile game, an important part of the story, all bets were off. Oh yeah, they made a browser game, exclusive in Japan, important to the lore, and then only later adapted it to, like, mobile devices and translated it. That's how bonkers shit has gone.
Decay and rot.
Hell, once they introduced time travel, it was over. Logic and sense was gone. Remember KH2 being devoid of twists, but also played it when I was like 20, a long time ago. I wonder how accurate that is. 2? There's some twists towards the end. if there's like the most twisty of the games, I feel like it would be...
Are you ever afraid in battle?
358 over 2 days.
On the priests of Rathma.
We are both blessed then. My faith armors me against fear.
Okay. What was I saying? He distracted me. What was I saying? Union X, Dark Road, Birth by Sleep, Birth by Sleep 0. The titles are nonsense. Let's see, which one was time travel? So, I don't want to get too spoilery, but the time travel technically introduced in... I guess in the mobile game. Technically, there's implications before then, though. Let's see, do you want to know the chronological order of the series? Oh, I know it. It's wild. You can only find the IGN Anniversary KH4 trailer combined video. Yeah, how long ago was that? Let's see, the amount of what we know about KH4 videos, holy shit, so much clickbait! Yeah, they don't know, we don't know shit. All we know is where, well, actually maybe we do know a little bit. We know where it's gonna take place. Just based on the teaser from the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. That's kind of, I guess, well, we definitively know, I guess. We don't really know for sure, certain, like, who's gonna appear as companions or things like that.
Keep your distance from him. This burden is mine to bear.
There's Lackdan and
We
Leoric.
can't bring peace from your madness, Leoric.
Stab the shit out of him.
Even in death, the armies of Condorus will still obey their king, even if you will not.
Dead. Thank you for that little story bit, game. Thank you. Appreciate that. The wonky official order. Oh my god,
You
yeah.
dare to bring the warmth of life into my tomb?
We shall put you down, Hellspawn!
He got so big. He was person-sized before. Now he's like 4 or 5 times the height of a normal person. I guess death does that to you. Also, technically we don't even need to fight this. We could just leave. I'll just leave. Not quite sure what he thought he was accomplishing there. Union, let's see, Union, oh yeah, that's the other thing. The X is not an X. You might see that, you might want to read that as Union X. It's not. It's read like Union Cross. But it's also not a cross either. It's a Greek letter. It's technically the Greek letter key. Because Kingdom Hearts is ridiculous. It's great though. It's so silly. A year ago today? Alright, so it was a year ago then. They were talking about the warmth of life, like the exact same energy as you bring light into my lair. I think I saw a recap of the Kingdom Hearts storyline. There's 5 different Soras, Riku's, and Kairi's throughout the timeline. Man. I saw a post earlier today on Twitter where someone was like, unironically, Sora has like 4 women inside him. And the comments were like, what? And all the lore nerds were like, well, technically yes, and here's why. And also half of them are Sora. It's such fucking nonsense, I love it.
We have just arrived in Tristram, and I must say, I'm a bit dismayed.
It is
This
madness.
place is a backwater filled with serfs and an ancient broken-down monastery. Hardly fit for the king of Condorus. I cannot fathom why Lazarus was so intent on this becoming our new seat of power.
Lazarus, what are you thinking? Let's see, my brain hurts if Kingdom Hearts is involved. Too much to process. Eventually, when I get to playing the games, like, in order, it will make sense. But it is absolutely the type of series that requires you to do a little bit of homework, and you can't just, like, jump in anywhere. Which is basically what the MCU is now.
You will never defeat me!
Yeah, sure. Love the confidence, Mr. Skeleton King. Love that. You keep that.
You were defeated the moment you surrendered to madness.
Oh, God. Maybe I shouldn't have brought him with me. That's so corny. Most insane game lore I've come across, and that's saying something given my fave lore is Pokemon and Payday. Pokemon has some pretty bonkers lore, too. All I know is that the Kingdom Hearts story is almost as big as Sora's big as clown shoes. But they're not clown shoes anymore. He's grown into them. He's got regular size shoes now. I do like the Skeleton King's, like, guitar riff that plays when he stands up. Bundles like 2.8 make the story make sense. Yeah, they put it into somewhat of a reasonable order. It does bug me though. It's a little loud. It does bug me though that they only put the cutscenes for 358 over 2 days instead of remastering it, because I think that game is way more worth playing than freaking Coded or Chain of Memories. Like, Chain of Memories should have been just cutscenes only, because God, that game sucks to play. See that hydrate? I'll get that when the Skeleton King's dead.
The night embraces you.
But she's almost down. Almost dead. Got him. Just explodes into armor. Where are his bones?
I am overburdened.
Oh shit, I guess I am. Oh look, it's the same helmet I have. But slightly better. Yes, I will take that. That. Hell yeah, look at all those yellow items he dropped for me. Thanks. Skeleton Gang. Skeleton Gang. Get him. Oh, hydrate. Still kinda clown shoes. I mean, it's an improvement. Pokemon's a multi-dimensional multiverse. Yeah, Pokemon lore is kind of wild when you really, like... The advantage that Pokemon has over Kingdom Hearts lore, though, is that Kingdom Hearts has, like, a long serialized story, whereas Pokemon games are pretty independent. But the lore is pretty wild. Walks around with size 23s, plays some real flabbers for steppers.
We'll feast at the
crater.
He can't even get his lines of dialogue out. Maybe I should... Here.
Farewell.
Bye-bye. I think you're gonna interrupt dialogue too much. Let's see. But now we finally get to the bottom of the crater, and we discover what the fallen star was.
This is unexpected.
It's a guy.
How did you come here?
I remember falling.
Who are you?
I am not your enemy. I think. Yes, I believe I have come with a warning. The darkness. The darkness is coming. I don't remember.
You must get to safety. Then we will find answers.
Yeah, Cain fell and he was fine. This guy, how long has he even been down here before we woke him up? Like, is this all taking place in, like, a day? Or was he just lying in that crater for, like, a week? Yeah, he's got the brain bonk. He's got that brain bonk. They need a mod to replace him with... Hey, Chimey Joe. He's on the wrong side of the wall. He might die. Oh, no. Cain fell too, he's just fine. Payday complete lore requires watching. Scarface, John Wick 1 and 2, Baby Driver, cut DLC. Playing through Hotline Miami and getting the non-apocalypse ending, Hardcore Henry, and Payday live-action miniseries. Wait. Are you telling me all of those are technically part of the same universe? What? Nuh-uh. Nah. Yes? I'm gonna have to look this up after stream. I don't believe that. That's no way. No way. A stranger is here. We can make this a joke. Like a wrecking ball. Yeah, through an entire fucking cathedral. He got their scram niche. Oh, time for summary time.
I believed it was a fallen star. But in truth, it was only a man. And of course, his memories have vanished.
Of course.
Perhaps Deckard Cain will know more.
I do wonder what the point is of these little, like, here's what literally just happened. Like, it's nice to have a little bit of insight into our, like, characters, like, monologuing, like, I guess, but, like, I also don't get the point. Is that what Payday's lore is like? I'd hate to see what Fortnite's lore is. God, does Fortnite technically have lore? Does it have lore that explains how a Xenomorph and Leon Kennedy can play shooty shooty bang bang? Like, how can it have lore to explain any of that? It sure does, money! The only explanation that makes sense. Yeah, it was just a guy. He's just a guy fell from space. It's fine. It's normal. What you'd expect. I think Payday and Left 4 Dead have ties with two games? With the two games? Wait, so they're also part of this shared universe? I have to look this up. There has to be like a Reddit thread that explains this. Doesn't kind of Payday just co-ops other established things? Secret Fortnite lore to explain why Ryu dropped the martial arts and picked up a gun.
I found him in the crater.
I found this guy.
No man could survive such a thing. Who are you?
I mean,
what
you almost did.
A warrior, I think. I came bearing grave news, but I cannot remember.
How very inconvenient.
Your message might be all that can save us from impending doom.
Oh, that's right. My inventory's filled with crap. Until now. Throw it all in the trash. Including this helmet, because I don't really need it. Clearly, I don't need it. We're just not gonna use my stash during this playthrough, I think. Oh, but this is my account from, like, forever ago, so I've got, like, the old, like, rotten mushroom and black mushrooms from, like, forever ago. I don't even know if... I think some of these can't be found anymore. Because they, they only recently brought back how to, like, make the original Staff of Herding. Let's see. Walk up to him in the crater at the top of your lungs, below foul tarnished. It's a Left 4 Dead heist that you steal biological samples from Patient Zero from Left 4 Dead. Through Payday first, the zombie apocalypse doesn't happen? So it's like an alternate timeline? That's wild. Co-opting lore essentially puts it in the realm of fanfiction. Yeah. Yeah, that's not inaccurate. I think that sounds about right.
Tell me everything you remember, stranger. Every detail.
Falling. Fire. A sword of great power. It was part of me. But it shattered into 3 pieces as I fell.
It is vital that we find those pieces. I believe the sword made whole will restore your memory.
The goatmen are rampaging through the fields. Could the sword have anything to do with that?
Of course, of course. Just as the dead rose around the stranger, the sword pieces drove the goatmen to madness.
It's possible. We'll have our answers once I retrieve the sword.
Love how Kane's like, of course, it all makes sense. Wow, logical. And he is right, but it also is kind of funny. Why? Why do you think that, Kane? Hmm? What's your reasoning? Like, you're right, but like, how do you know? How'd you know that? Paydays / fanfiction confirmed. I'm just gonna believe that now. Let's see. From my understanding, there's a level in Payday that takes place in the hospital before No Mercy level in Left 4 Dead takes place. In the Payday level, you're able to look into the rooms and see bodies starting to fidget. Oh, that's so cool! That is kind of neat, actually. Let's see, ancient Herodic lore or something. Yeah, maybe he read it in a book or something. Payday's kind of insane. In John Wick 2, there's a clown mask graffiti in a couple of the scenes. That's so wild. I wonder if there's, like, a few writers that just are, like, super big fans and keep, like, sneaking in these little references. Because there's no way that's, like, officially, like, tied together. But that's so neat that, like, that manages to make it, like, that all that managed to sneak in.
Do you remember anything else yet?
Only that there were surges of light and a kind of pain.
You seem unwell.
The emptiness gnaws at me. It is a constant frustration.
There is no need for that. I will return the sword soon.
And we definitely know that will restore your memories and such and such. I love his voice, though. I will say that.
The Horodrim were powerful mages gathered together by the Archangel Tyrael to defeat the three prime evils, Diablo, Mephisto,
yeah, but he was tricked by Iswal.
Baal. They devoted themselves fully to the destruction of the demon lords and left behind valuable tomes and teachings.
And you are connected to them, right?
My ancestor was the leader of the Horodrim, Jared Kane. When the Horodrim died out, their tomes stayed in my family. I was thrilled by tales of the Horodrim as a little boy, but it wasn't until I returned to them as an adult that I realized they contained deeper truths.
Yeah, some of that's described in the book, where he was like a little kid and he like thought all this stuff was so neat and cool, and then he grew up to be like a teenager and he was like, I don't care about any of this stuff. And then all the Horodrim got wiped out and he's like, oh shit, maybe I should have cared a little bit more. Let's see, I need to store my memories in a sword. Sounds like a fun hobby. John Wick, Payday verse version, is also a heister in the Continental as an organization in Payday? Wait, is it? See, now I feel like I gotta play Payday. Only remember vodka. Gotta keep your mind sharp. Gotta head out. Thanks for the stream. Happy anniversary. I'll see everyone later. Have a good night, Hot Rod. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good rest of your night. I'm torn between Necromancer and Monk for my playthrough. What would you recommend? I mean, I've mained both. Those are basically my mains right there. Aside from, like, Wizard. Depends. Do you like melee stuff? In that case, Monk. If you like ranged and more of like a gothy skeleton stuff, I'd say Necromancer. There's no paladins in this game, unless you count Crusader. Which I'm pretty sure they gotta bring at least one of those classes into 4, because they don't have a holy class yet. Ugh, I've been sitting too long. Oh shit, it's well past midnight. We're only just starting to get into the dumb stuff of this campaign. We haven't even met Magda. There's a 4+ hour lore video on Payday lore that's been reposted by the devs? Holy shit. Want Monk in D4? There's not really a strong melee class like that either, like a hand-to-hand melee class. Maybe they'll bring it. I imagine if they brought Necromancer in D3, they're probably gonna bring expansion packs in 4 with characters. I mean, they did that for 1 and 2 as well. If you count the Monk from Hellfire, which was unofficial for 1. And then, Druid and Assassin for 2. Khajiit in D4! That might not happen, though.
Tyrael is the angel of justice. He has been helping mankind for generations, though he is forbidden to do so in any direct manner.
Yeah.
Long ago,
Forbidden, except for the times that he totally does interfere.
Hells made a pact as a result of the Sin War that they would not interfere in our world.
So Tyrael is bound to his word, even though the demons have broken their pact.
The Angiris Council, the archangels that lead heaven, almost destroyed our world once to keep the demons from spreading their corruption upon it. If
yeah, sure.
Tyrael
That
were
was
to
the
act
reason.
directly, it would alert the council to the demons' activities here and imperil us all.
I don't know about if I'm pretty sure the Angiris Council knows about the demons at this point.
Did you see that stranger next to Old Kane? I was listening to him talk. I bet he comes from Westmarch.
Oh, really? So people from there usually
Does he have a
travel by
Westmarch
falling
accent?
Star? Use your head. If he's from Westmarch, I'm Empress of Chaldeum.
Yeah, she makes sense at least. But yeah, it is canon it is canon that the Angiris Council had voted to basically kill all humans. But Kane's explanation was a little weird. Basically,
the attacks may be slowing down, but this town is done, and you know it. If we leave together, we might make it to war them.
What we'll
yeah, good luck with that.
Sport for the Khazra. I'll stay here behind the gates, thank you.
Remember Diablo 3 was a much bigger game, but it's only 18 gigs? I mean, it's a big game. But man, games these days are just so big. Oh, but I was saying, so it was more like every human in Sanctuary is descended from demons. So, like, demons and angels. But angels don't really care about that. They only care about, the demon blood that runs through all humans. So they wanted to annihilate all humanity because they saw them as, like, they're basically demons, right? You know, they're descended from them. That's, like, the same thing. And they would rather just, like, massacre all of humanity than let them become tools of hell. Basically just, you know, petty bitch shit. And Tyrael was like, there's no justice in that. There's no justice in massacring the entire human race. That's kind of fucked up and evil. And to the point where even, like, the Lords of Hell were like, yeah, that's a little extreme, isn't it? Like, hell, we could use that humanity. That's it. That kind of sucks. If you just kill them all. And then Tyrael was the tie-breaking vote that led to them not killing all of humanity. You know, which is, you know, pretty nice. Thanks, Tyrael, I guess. But yeah, the Angiris Council just fucking hates humans. They hate anything that's even remotely adjacent to demons, and that includes humans. Tyrael's like the only one that doesn't hate us. At least at this point. Let's see. I'm torn. It is 12:30. This is absolutely the kind of game I could play for like 8 hours straight if I wanted, though. Tyrael's alright, not genociding our species, the literal least he can do. Yeah. He's an idiot, but at least he's a well-meaning idiot. Like, he was easily manipulated by Iswal into using the Soul Stones to basically get the Lords of Hell onto Sanctuary. Like, that was his big dumb move that, like, basically started the events of the games. But, like, he was well-meaning, I guess. Even if he was extremely naive. But I guess that kind of is his character. He's like... naive probably is the right way to put it. Naive, kind of easily manipulated, not the brightest bulb on the chandelier. But he means well. And he's cool. Even if he's dumb. Is Tyrael a himbo? You know what? He might be. Oh no. This is my new headcanon now.
My power has grown.
Right? I mean, I think he fits all... I think he checks all the boxes. Immaterial. This is my headcanon now. I'm gonna keep thinking that now.
Weakness consumes you.
Weakness consumes you. We'll do the Khazra then. Because it's pretty quick. I say, and then we're gonna be here until 3 AM. Because the Khazra den is one of the ones where you actually do need to wander around and look for it. But usually it's just gonna be in the middle somewhere. Like, see, there's a little bit of that guitar, that, like, Tristram theme kind of playing in this area. I do like that. Let's see. One of the complaints I read a lot for D4 with the beta was the enemy density. I don't know, I feel like it's not that much different from this. If anything, I feel like, at least in later levels, there's almost too many enemies. And not like in an interesting way, more like a everything explodes, but in a bigger explosion kind of way. Like, it's not like Diablo 2, where like if you see a swarm of enemies, you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. Instead, it's more like, oh boy, more enemies I can kill at once. Stuck with Lucid until 3 AM or later, perish the thought. If I didn't have neighbors and I didn't have to work in the morning, I would absolutely... I would be streaming full-time and I would be streaming late. Willing to bet enemy density goes way up in late game? Oh yeah, I think it's... yeah, that's the other thing, is that we've only seen the first act of the game. I'm sure things are gonna get very different in later areas of the game too. Like, there's no way we've seen even a fraction of the content in that. I mean, have you seen the size of that map, too? It's willing to bet. Let's see. Wanted the enemy density to be... Oh! Hello? Unknown exception. OBS browser page. Hold on, screenshot this. Am I still live? I can't see chat. My OBS chat crashed. We still see you? Okay, I can see... I'm seeing the Dream Beam dialogue, but my chat on screen is gone. It's just a white box. Holy crap. I've never seen anything like that happen. I took a print screen, though. You're me. Let me get paint. Oh, hello? Hold on, because I want to look this error up. It was a browser page? Hold on, what happens if I... Oh! Okay. Let me see if I can bring it back. Docs. Chat. Oh! Okay, it's back! I don't know what the heck that was. Okay. Let me scroll up real quick. Ba-ba-ba. Thank you for streaming, everyone. Chat, thank you all for being awesome, too. It was fun hanging out. Have to be awake at the crack of dawn. Good night, all. Good night, Pain. Yeah, that's so weird. At least I'm still live. I guess it was just the chat box that crashed? OBS has been weird lately, I think. But that might be a sign, I guess. The chat literally dying on my OBS might be a sign. Yeah, at least it wasn't a full crash or anything. Jeez. That is so strange. I'm gonna look into that error. But I guess that is a sign. I guess that's the sign. But I've had a great night tonight, and stick around because we're gonna look for somebody to raid. It's been pretty weird for me lately too. It's been stopping my stream mid. I